Welcome everybody. Hi. Yay, I love that countdown. It was just enough time for me to find my earbuds, and I'm pretty much all set up for the well planned out show that I have. Just kidding, it's not planned out. But this is the after show for the quick commentary show that was on earlier. And for their first show, not bad, guys. Not bad at all. I enjoyed it. It was a very informational, very serious, little debatable. Good job. Yeah, good job. I approve. And I give it a thumbs down, by the way, for Quick Quiver, So that was for him. Even though Corrosive won, but good job, both of you. And Kate, you did awesome as well. All right, let me say hi to some people in chat. Clash of Canada first, as always. My two beagles, what's up? You should definitely mod his or their channel. Hopefully they will do that for you. Clash and Cannon needs a wrench. I can arrange that. I'm the one to do that, Gotcha. Hold on. All right. Everybody calm down, okay? Calm down. Okay. Pat S is here. Hi. Just saying is here in the house. No one is saying hi. Cupcake, what's up? Denise Wen. Oh gosh, there's so many. T is here. Shane Lawson, hi. Taco Josh Gaming, what's up? Damn, Shelly hopped on that quick. I did. I did. I was like, all right, guys, I know you still want it to keep going, so hey, it's here. MJ, what's up? Yeah, it was false advertisement. But next time I think that they'll cover the entire time. I do believe. 5% already? No, DFK. I'm good. I'm at 75%. Yippee. Shithead is here. I guess you had a wrench, and then at the other show, and then I don't know what happened. Okay. Will my dick fit? Hi. Brown Eyes Gal. What's up? Southern Age. Oh my gosh. Hi. D-Band. What's up? Yoda Doug's tool collecting a channel. Awesome, guys. Let me see how my hair looks. Oh my gosh, my hair's not looking cute at all. Okay, I'm gonna keep it off for a little while. So, yeah, just to keep it on the real. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about my buddy who was on last night. She was on the show. She's been on a couple of shows. I haven't talked to her personally at all. So I really can't go too much into my feelings about her. But I'll be honest with you guys. From the information that I have seen, okay, I know I'm speaking very, very cryptically. But if you're in the community, you're going to know what I'm talking about. 100%. 100. So my point on this is that I'm concerned about the information that was put out there. I am concerned that it was not truthful. Okay? It was lies. It was lies, guys. And for that, I don't appreciate because I was directly involved in it. Somewhat. Well, I presented it on my panel and in my chat. If this information is true that was put out there, I'd like for somebody to come up on the panel and talk to me. I don't want to talk behind the scenes at this point. I want to talk in public. It was really majorly to a T put out there in public. So I believe it's very important for us to talk about it in public. On my channel, I would like that. It's concerning me, guys, and that's why I'm bringing it up. I'm not talking about the goings on in the world and over and across the seas and the weather that's going on today or anything at the White House. I'm not talking about the important / unimportant shit that we're directly or indirectly involved with. But I am talking about what's in front of me, and I try to do the next right thing in my life. And the next right thing was trying to help somebody. But if that person was not being honest about it, That's concerning to me and to everybody in the community. So why is this? Why did this happen? We all need money. Be honest, be upfront about it. If you needed money for something that was truthful, ask for it. If you're trying to get money for something you're portraying as being truthful, don't go there. That's the worst thing in the world, to be called out on a lie. First of all, it's a bad feeling for you. And it betrays trust from everybody else. Sorry, guys, I'm not even reading the chat. I went on my thoughts on that, and I don't mind putting it out there because I have nothing to lose. All right, it is the internet, but it's the principle of it, and I feel like it needs to be addressed. Somebody requested money for funeral expenses. Information was brought forward that the funeral was already paid for and that it didn't need any additional expenses paid. Once that information was found out, the person did not call off the PayPal pool or the requesting of funds. The person kept it going and tried to fulfill what she had started trying to do. Now, am I going to look like the bad guy? I'm not the only one talking about it. I'm the only one talking about it by myself on my panel. But I'm not the one bringing this up. Information was brought forward. I saw it, and I felt like, oh my gosh, this can't be true. I think it is. I think it is. I have a couple of things reserved to say later, but those are my feelings right now. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I dropped a link down there if anybody wants to come up. I'll pin it to the top. Yoda said, he said, what did I tell you? Remember, every point I made in that email was probably right on. Am I right? You guys, I can't apologize to everybody with whom I did not believe, because people believe what they want to believe. And I believe what's presented to me from somebody I think is a credible person. So I can't go around apologizing to everybody. Hi, Taco. Hi, Tonkin. I want to welcome you both to the panel. Thank you so much for clicking on that link and coming up. I appreciate seeing you guys.
Yeah. Well, that person is perma-banned from my channel because I just found out that they were trying to get their PayPal pool posted during the CatNat Remembrance stream on my channel.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. This just added fuel to the fire. I did not know that. And I do want to say this too. Glitterbug brought it up that I violated the COC, and I went on while you were, I believe maybe it was you who was doing the memorial. Maybe it was somebody else as well. I don't know. But I did not know that anybody was on doing the memorial. So whomever it was, if it was you, Taco, I apologize for that. I wouldn't have.
I did one Saturday, and then someone did one last night.
I see. So it was somebody else. Do you know by any chance with whom it was? Because I want to know if anybody, I don't have the notification hit, or if I didn't see. I want to know.
It wasn't someone you know. It wasn't someone you know.
I gotcha. Hey, Pat S. What's going on?
Hello. How you doing?
I'm really great. How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like we all have a lot on our minds about this, and I would like to get some feedback from the person with whom we're talking. And I would like to ask you or anybody in the chat: has she come forth since the Anon one video? Do you guys know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but
I haven't heard anything from her since the Anon.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Tonkin?
Yeah. Well, I'm still confused. I don't know. I don't really know what to believe because we don't really know how much D. Johns was communicating with the rest of the members of the family.
That's a factor. Yes.
So she might have been under the understanding it's all on her, and it still was all on her. I really do think G. Johns just needs to come up and try to explain and see what's going on but in a way, I don't really want to get involved in it because the family and she's grieving, so's the family grieving at the moment. And do they really want all this posted out over YouTube and Facebook and everything?
Well, they don't know me. Okay, so they
exactly.
are more than likely not
them.
going to see this. They're not going to see this. And if somebody were, I want to tell you this: if somebody were called in the family, that's fucked up. Because now
Tonkin, if she's continuing to try and get money, isn't it the responsibility to put that recognition out there that, hey.
Yeah, well, we've put it out there now, and I don't think anyone will be putting money on our PayPal or anything now. So until she comes up and explains what's actually going on and her thoughts and views and feelings, it's a hard time. It's a hard time for her and for the rest of the family.
It is, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, though, to flat out lie to try to get extra money that is not needed. I understand there could have been other expenses that could have been paid, but if she knew it was already being paid, like, don't continue with this PayPal pool. And Tonkin, GD wants an apology.
Well, DG, I'm going to reserve my apology to you until I actually find out exactly.
I would suggest something in the way of an apology.
I'm going to reserve that the apologies until I actually find out what's going on, because from what I saw from D. Johns and what I knew about D. Johns, she was in a hard state, and until we actually know the actual 100% truth from her mouth, I'm going to reserve to apologise, because I am not going to apologise to anyone unless it's found out completely true.
Completely, right. Unless it comes forth 100% as being truthful and we believe the story. All right, let me send her a message and see if she'll come on. If she's not already here, I have 54 people here, one of which might be D. Johns.
Hey Shelley,
I'm not a moron for it. So Wilma, you think everyone who has a bit of compassion for someone who has lost someone who they did love and care for?
Good, how are you?
Okay, I'll just give up then.
I'm sorry, Tonkin. I'm sorry, Tonkin.
Tonkin. I'm listening. I just said, okay, fine.
No, it's all right.
Hey,
Hi, BG, and that. I'm just going to go anyway. Because
No, Tonkin. Let's let him talk, please.
No, I don't really want to talk about it until actually D. Johns does come up and actually explain what's going on, if she wants to. But you've got to understand, she has had feelings for her husband. She probably still cares for him. And so she is going through a hard time for the loss. So is the family, and that's all my concerns are about. Is why drag all this up and just cause trouble and grief for the family? Okay, we've put it out now, so why don't we just put it to bed until he's laid to rest, and try and get it out next week or something.
Because it's
That's all right.
affecting people. That's why, Tonkin.
I know,
Yeah, but-
I know it's affecting people, but the way I see it is, there's probably some members of the family who don't want all this on it, and you say, Shelley, they
Look at
probably won't
this.
see this, but they
Look
get
at this.
messages.
Are you talking about banana? What does that mean, guys?
Is she talking about you
Well-
or D Johns?
I don't
Well,
know. I
think
don't know.
Banana's on the same views as me. At this moment in time, there is a family grieving, and
Okay.
no matter what's going on, can't we just let them grieve for a while and just quit all this and just find it out later?
The
Because-
family
the
don't
family
want
are the-
D. Johns to be asking people for money on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, plus the family
Okay.
are the ones that want to
Okay,
destroy
so
that
that's
there's
the
a scam.
point. That's the point of panels like this.
But how many
And,
people in that family
Kelly,
don't want it? How do
I'm
you know?
willing to bet $100 she don't show up, and I'm good
She
for it.
hasn't. She hasn't responded, but I don't know what
No, she won't show
Banana
up.
was saying because her and I were friends, and if she's thinking I need,
Well, I'm just
Banana,
going to
I
drop
don't need
down anyway, Shelley, because
content.
yeah,
I don't
If you
need
guys-
content like desperately. I can come up with my own shit. I mean, I really can. But
Well,
this
that's
is what's
I
right
told
in
you you're
front of
feeding
me.
a dead
Right,
catfish, and
Shelley-
maybe you should play a game. You should play a game or
Yeah.
something. Everybody knows already, and they're not going to donate. Hopefully,
well, Shelley, I'd like to say just take care and everything, and can you just read my last email? And
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
okay,
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
don't.
know.
Hold on.
Usually things about
It-
run
it-
my
it-
nose.
But who-
nice-
but
So
who
you
is
nice
think
for
triggered?
him
Sure,
to say
Shelley.
that. It's nice for
Hope
him to
every-
say that, but
hope
his
everything works
family-
out for you, Shelley.
his family's
Right.
wishes
Goodbye.
are that this stops.
Yeah,
His family's
know.
wishes is that this PayPal stuff stops. Can you respect the family?
yes. Well, it's probably
Okay.
has stopped. Yeah, but I still think that there's members of the family who don't really want everyone on YouTube and Facebook and whatever going on about it as well, dragging it
Well,
up.
they want Dijon to stop asking for money. That's
Yes.
the whole.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Well,
I
okay.
think she probably would
End
have now.
story.
Talking.
Have you seen her?
Talking.
Yes.
It's not a big deal for people to talk about it until she comes up on the panel.
Okay. Okay. If that's your view, Shelley. Okay. Well, I'm
Which she
gonna
will
drop
not
off,
do.
Shelley, and
She's not coming on the panel,
Yeah.
Shelley.
I'm gonna drop off, Shelley, and
Okay,
I
well,
hope
I'm not
everything works
triggered.
out for you. Okay.
Banana, that's fine, Tonkin.
Yeah.
If you want to come back and change your mind, if we get onto another topic, I would appreciate that as well.
I have a topic. I have a topic.
Yeah.
Banana,
okay.
banana, I'm not triggered at all, like at all. We're just just having a conversation, and this is what we've seen. This is what we've been presented.
I don't know
uh,
anything about this Aussie girl. Okay.
Okay,
I've been watching as much as you have.
She's
No,
not an Aussie,
Aussie-
girl.
Aussie girl
Scammers
has
one,
just said,
proof
"I know nothing
zero.
about that." I'll give
Scammers
up. Okay.
one,
Bye bye.
proof zero.
D-Ban, lower your volume a little. It's overpowering the volume on yours, if you don't mind. I mean,
I
it
don't know
is.
how to do that. I'm on my
Yeah, I
phone.
know.
She sounds good to me.
Okay, well, let me read this to you guys. It's absolutely insane that I have to be posting something like this today. I'm trying to grieve the loss of my father and process everything that is going on. Everything that needed to be taken care of for my dad's funeral services, I arranged and financed. If anyone sees any type of fundraiser page or PayPal information that's been set up for the loss of my dad, please let me know and report it. I haven't created one nor asked anyone to create one for me. It's a scam. Please feel free to share. So that's what we're doing. We are sharing at the request of her, of the daughter.
End the story. Respect the family.
Hey, Shelley, I got something I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
This is a different subject. On Wednesday at 6 o'clock, the ladies' night over at my channel with Bama Green Eyes, we'll have
Mhm.
Laura Shark on our panel. So
Oh,
I'd like for you to come over and all your followers. It's on
Mhm.
Wednesday at 6
Wednesday.
o'clock. Yeah, and Laura Shark will be on.
6 Eastern time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you mind putting up, you know how you can do a post the show for later? Can you do that to remind me so that I
Yeah.
get the notification? Like,
Yeah, on the
I don't know,
StreamYards, you
hour or
mean?
something? Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
post it for later to get the notification early before it actually starts.
Right. And if one of your mods could get my channel and put it on there, if that's okay with you, I can't do it by my phone, so.
Hey, I'll
Oh,
tell you what, I can jump in.
absolutely,
I can go
GD.
take care of that if you want me to.
Okay. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks.
Glenn, I wanted just
Shelley.
to say thanks, Jackrabbit, for coming up. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh, no problem.
Tonkin, what? Tonkin, you're not getting ignored. We're
Well,
just all trying to
yeah, I
talk.
know. I'm just getting bashed and berated in this chat for just reserving my right to actually know exactly what's going on and trying to get actually both sides of the story before I reserve my judgment.
Okay, well,
And I'm
There's nothing
getting
wrong with
bashed by people. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it
Tonkin,
for you on
did
panel.
you hear?
But certain people in chat are still fucking bashing and berating me, calling me a fucking butt boy.
I don't know what that means.
Fuck
But
this shit.
Tonkin,
I'm
listen
off,
to
Shelley.
me.
Sorry.
Did you
I'm
fucking
off.
see that? Did you see what? Did you see what I just read? Did you see what I just read about from the daughter?
Yes, I saw what you just read. Yes.
And that's not.
But-
I don't believe that's fabricated. I believe that is
Yes,
real.
I know. Yeah, yes, it could. Yes, it could
Okay,
be one
so-
of the well. She wants to
Ozzy-
see, but what I'm saying is, do we actually know D Johns knew that the funeral was paid for before she started putting up the PayPal or anything like that? We don't.
Well, we can look at
I'd
the
like
date
to-
on it. I mean, I haven't compared the dates or anything.
Yes.
But
Then
I
why
don't think one day wouldn't have made a difference.
Then
I
why
think
is
it's
she
probably-
still
Yeah, that
Why was
proven,
she still
actually.
pushing for
That
today,
was actually
Tonkin?
proven.
Yeah. Okay.
Stick your head in the sand.
I'm not
She's a
sticking my head in the sand.
End of story.
Okay. Well, I'd like to cut. If she is a fraud, I would like to come up and see if and admit it.
Well, she
That's-
won't
But-
because she's a scammer. End of story. She's not going to come up here. Accept it.
Yeah.
It took 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes for
Blue
people
eyes.
like
I am not fucking
believe
crying
it.
about
And
this.
it
I'm
takes
just
10
upset with the way
it takes
all
10
this.
to convince you that
Hold
she
on,
was
D-Ben.
lying. That is so sad.
Guys, if you
Oh.
talk over each other, I'll have to mute you. No offense or anything like that, but I have to have control on the panel. Not that I'm in control of the conversation, but I would like there to be a pleasant flow. Even though this is a really uncomfortable topic.
Well, people like to, they don't want to hear the truth, so they try to overtalk you, so I get louder so you hear it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Well, I just think.
what did you
I
have
just
to
think.
say
I
about
just
the-
think this is. I just think it's just totally disrespectful for talking about it when he hasn't
not
been put to
talking
rest
about
yet,
the
and
family.
everyone's grieving.
We're not talking about the family. We're talking about an act that is a social mores that is inappropriate in any society. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the family. They don't know my channel. Okay? So I think it's okay. I do. I don't
Okay.
think it's going to affect anybody in the family.
And you reckon your show won't get mirrored and repeated over multiple platforms? Okay, I understand that, Shelley. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Take care, Shelley, and I do hope everything works out. Okay.
So now I'm hated. Well, this is real fucking great.
Don't worry
Shelley,
about
I
it.
don't
providing-
hate.
I'm
I
providing
don't
a
hate you.
platform to try and figure shit out. And now
Yeah,
people are
but come on.
shunning me. I don't know what Banana Anna's talking about. I don't know whose side she's
Shelley,
on right now.
Shelley, can't everyone just wait until this man is put to rest?
No, Tonkin.
to even go to
Seriously, Tonkin, no. Because
Huh?
what D. Johns is going to do, if we weren't talking about it, is she was going to continue putting on the PayPal pool. So what?
Yes.
We let him get
And
buried,
I
and she just
swear-
keeps doing the
But I
PayPal
swear-
pool up until.
I swear I heard D. John say that any money from the PayPal pool, if there was anything wrong or anything extra, she was going to donate it to another charity.
She said
The
possibly.
family
She didn't
wants
know
her
how
to
do it.
stop. You just saw the proof. You were refusing to look at it. The family has asked for that to stop.
Yes,
End
and
of
it's probably
story.
has. Oh, okay.
She
Yeah.
that post was from Saturday,
Oh, Shelley.
and
Oh,
she's
I'm
been
off.
pushed, and she's been still doing it
See you later,
since
Duncan.
Monday, since
No,
today.
you won't.
Let me ask you this, Taco.
Mm.
Okay, so he quit. So
It's a
Taco,
beautiful
let me
day in
ask you
Florida.
this. Yeah,
Can
it
Anna come
is.
up here?
It is.
I wish she would. Hey, here's Bones, but I want to ask you, Taco. You
Hey,
said that you were
Bones.
doing the memorial.
Hey, Bones.
Hey, Bones. You were doing the memorial
Bones.
video, right?
Good evening, all.
Yeah, Polly Crispy. Yeah, really? Yeah. Okay. Listen, guys. He's talking to me in the background. Yeah, really. You're violating the cock. You saw that I was on. You knew that I was going on, and now you're. Oh my God, dude. Okay, I'm not mad at you, Polly. I just reacted. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Here's
Deep
Steve
breath,
Johns. Maybe
deep
she
breath.
wants to come up and defend herself because that's what
Hey,
everyone's
you
been
know what,
asking her
Shirley?
to
You
see
need
her
to
side of the
respect the
story.
family's wishes. That's all I'm going to say.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I would just
continue-
like to hear
You cannot ride the
Dijon's side.
fence on this.
Oh, I want to hear from her, just like Tonkin saying.
She's
I
not
don't
coming.
Okay, well, then all I can do is go by the facts. Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I have right now. I didn't get any facts from her, receipts from her, but I did get it from the daughter, which is seems like a
Yeah,
credible
you got the facts from the
source. I would-
family. Doesn't it override her wanting money?
D-Ban, I
Her
want to.
scam?
Why can't
The
I ask?
family's wishes overrides what she wants.
Right, Taco. Did she go into your stream and post her PayPal during the memorial of the catnap?
She wasn't able to because when she isn't a mod, but she started talking about her husband and all that type of stuff, and the mods put a stop to it before she could.
Okay, was her
As
intention
of-
to do it though?
You would have to ask the mods. I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was
All right.
focused on the but from what Degeneration Nation and the rest of the mods were telling me,
Mm-hmm.
that was what looked like the intention was.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, everybody's seen it. So I don't know why we're questioning the facts. Again, we need 10 streams when it took 10 minutes for Dijon to do this. It's ridiculous.
Here
Yep,
she
I
is.
agree.
People, I have nothing but attack me for
Well,
trying to help.
Get up here, Dijon. Get up here. Put the link out, Shelly.
Okay, Shelly, I'm
She
going to
was-
go ahead and
she-
go and let you guys finish. Just remember Wednesday night, we're going to have Laura Shark on my channel. Hope you can get it all figured out. Love you guys.
I'll be there.
Bye-bye. All right, great.
Yep.
Oh, you come.
Don't post
Good
your
luck.
link.
Thanks. Thanks, Bones.
Yep, I'll look it up. I gotcha. Okay.
I just find it
so-
interesting that she was in Mike Taylor's earlier today, still promoting it.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yep.
Dijon's the timeline on this is off. It really is, from the information that was presented on a Facebook page and what is going on now as of today.
Isn't it funny she went on Mike Taylor's?
Yep.
I mean, my
Mhm.
God, you talk about a small damn channel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bring her up and put us all in the basement. Just let her talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if
agree.
you want it, Dijons, if you want to do that,
I
so that
agree.
nobody speaks to you about it, you can come up and talk to me. I'm here to ask you questions.
I'll
would
tell you
like
what, I
to
dropped
know
down.
the truth. Glenn, you're fine. You're fine. I can hold 10 people up here. It's absolutely great.
Yeah, I know,
411 donated to me, so I was able to do that really quick. She went on Mike's because, oh, Taryn, come on. It won't do anything bad. And I'm not going to just give out some more wrenches today. Not today.
Hurry
Not
up,
today.
Dijon. Hurry up.
Come on, we are waiting for you. And Banana Anna, if you could come up too, because
stupid.
I don't know what side of the fence you're on, and I'm really concerned about that. I know I shouldn't have gotten into this or gotten involved in this, but I can't help it. Because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Well,
And-
she shouldn't be
there needs
asking
to
for
an
money.
Right, and there
Right.
needs to be an apology. There needs to be
Right.
something. You need to give the money back if there's been any given, or put it toward the expense and give receipts or whatever. I mean, because that's what put them all in the basement so she can talk. She just sent me a messenger.
Artie, I'll
I'll be
explain
in
it to
chat.
you.
I'll come back up afterwards.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down and explain it to Artie on Discord.
All right.
Sorry, Shelley, I can't
I wonder if
control
I should
my
have-
volume.
I wonder if I
Shelley?
should have one more. It's okay, D-Van. I just turned mine way the fuck down.
Okay, I'm just saying. I know I'm loud, but I can't control the volume.
It's okay. It's all right. There is no fence. This is facts. That's what my two beagles said, and I'm going to trust what he says because he's usually following very intently to different things that are going on in the community. D. Johns don't go on the panel said Expose 2021. I don't see a problem with her going on it to just talk to me. I think that's fine. I think we can start talking about this as adults and get the truth out there. Get the truth out there. She did that as a fuck you to your sick assholes, and you know it. But now you twist it sick.
I'm not sure that makes any sense.
I don't know. And I don't know where people stand on this when I read it. And that's what I kind of need to know. James Richards is friends with her. I was friends with her. I won't stop talking to her, but I do want her to do a public apology. That's all. Who's at the word salad bar? Word salad bar. That was a good one. All right, D. Johns is here. I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys down, okay? Thanks.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
D.
Shelley.
Johns.
Hi. Everybody is making such a big fucking deal of this. If you want to know all the dirty of it and the whole freaking detail, him and I got married. He was not drinking. He was sober. We had a house fire. The day we got married on October 14th, he bought a bottle of vodka and started drinking. We stayed together. I tried to work through it with him. He ended up beating the shit out of me. I put him out of the house, put a restraining order on him. We had been estranged for a while, for almost a year.
Okay.
He called me. He was living at the Christian Center. He called me, which was in violation of the restraining order, but I didn't report it. He called me. He said he had met somebody at the Andersons or at the Christian Center. It was a way for him to get out of the Christian Center, get a place to live, and that they were going to move to Florida because he'd always wanted to live in Florida. I've known this man since we were in high school and ran into him again later in life. He went to Florida. He hooked up with this lady. Him and I were still married. So he was having an affair with a woman. He went to Florida. He finally got a license down there. I mean, I talked to him. He bought a car, was drinking. He had a wreck and had property damage and personal injury. One of the friends up here in Indiana got him a job with Pepsi. They flew him to Iowa for training. He called and let me know that he was coming back to Indiana. And he came back. I didn't know exactly where he was at. I didn't even know he was missing because he had made contact with me. So in my mind, he wasn't missing.
Okay.
I went to, when I found out that all this was going on, I had no idea if anybody had paid anything or if anybody, I didn't know what anybody was going to do. I just knew I needed to raise money because I know the man did not have insurance. He does not have life insurance. He didn't have any kind of will. He wouldn't work anything consistently. So he didn't have anything. So I thought if I could try to do something. Later on, I talked to his daughter. She said, yeah, I paid for it. It's taken care of. The deal with what I'm upset is they didn't put me in the obituary. I'm still his wife. I'm his widow now. I went to the coroner's office today. They were not even told that the man was married. They've been giving out information because they didn't even know he was married. I've been to the funeral home today. They want me. I'm the only one that can release his body because I'm the one married to him. I've talked to his daughter. She doesn't want all this going on. The money that is raised would go to things like making sure there was food at the reception, there was flowers at the reception. I thought it'd be nice if I could give her any kind of reimbursement to help her out. This is not nefarious. This is not scamming. This is not taking anything from anybody. If you don't want to donate, that's fine. Don't donate.
D. Johns, I understand what you're saying, and I understand about the choice of either to donate or not to donate. Okay. However, with the information that we've seen that was put out there on your stepdaughters, I guess it would be, on the Facebook page, that's concerning to everybody in the community, and I can show you this. He has it here. If you want to,
I've seen it. I've seen all of it. I've seen all of it. Amanda didn't know that anything that's raised would go back to the food, to the flowers, to the anything back to the funeral home. She hasn't purchased an urn. She's going to have to go and purchase an urn to put him in. She hasn't done that yet. I mean, there's a lot of personal details that everybody is here. You're accusing me. People are accusing me of shit that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Amanda doesn't want his girlfriend and I fighting and arguing. That's what the problem is. The girlfriend won't shut up and stay out of it. And her daughter's involved in it. We all live in the same town. This shit's going to come down. The showing is going to be Wednesday, which is going to be a closed casket. They can't show him. It's more like a memorial. Mm-hmm. We've got, I don't even know if I'm going to go now. I don't even know. I am so hurt. I am so hurt by all of this that it's unbelievable. They don't know that he had stayed in contact with me. They don't know that. His daughter didn't know that. I mean, that was something between a husband and wife.
D. Johnson, I said earlier that I understand that the money could be spent on flowers and other such things for the funeral. However, we needed to know that. We needed to know that that's what your intentions were. And we did not know that it was already paid for.
I didn't either until the last minute. His daughter is still trying to work through this. I'm not trying to bother and hurt her and get her involved in it. There's nothing wrong with me trying to do something nice for them. To try to help in any way. I don't know why, I'm the one, they're worried about, they're making all these comments, respect Amanda's wishes, but you've got the girlfriend is all on my emailing me and threatening me. She's just a girlfriend, and she left him in Florida because he was drunk down there.
All right, well, this was on the Facebook page. And it was it's with 3 other people, and his Facebook page is still up, of course. And that's for everybody to see who goes to his page, right? So this information was up, and the community has seen this.
It's because Amanda didn't know that I was going to do a PayPal to try to raise money for anything that she needed. Whether it be an urn or whether if she needed some kind of reimbursement for the funeral services, for any of it. They can't do anything now because I won't sign the paperwork to have him cremated.
D. Johns, your intentions were not to pay for the funeral, and you said that they were.
If the funeral had not been paid, for, the money could have went for that. She later texted me and told me that she went ahead and paid for it.
I just came up to ask one question.
Who paid for the obituary?
She paid for the first obituary. I've paid for a second obituary.
All right, because we heard you say that you've paid it, and then we heard you say that you didn't pay it. So we were trying to piece things together. I wasn't even involved in it until now because you and I had talked, and I'm hearing everything about scamming and all of these things. And to be a scammer is not good.
Of
Not
course,
good
they're
at
going to
all.
say I'm a scammer. Of course. I'm friends with Josh Abrams. I'm friends with No Name. I'm friends with all the auditors. So of course they're going to say it's a scam. As far as I'm concerned, they can all kiss my ass. If you don't want to donate, don't donate.
I just
It's
came
not
up to
about
ask
just
one.
that. It's about information that you put out there verbally to us. Our words are very important. DFK.
I just came up to ask one question, D. Johns.
Yes.
The other night on Polly's panel, when this came out that you were facing this, yes, I was drunk at the time of that. I admit that. I'm not going to hide that.
No, you.
No, I know it never happens. It's a rare occasion. It was a celebration at that time.
Hey, Cindy, just
However,
a second.
the question that I have for you is, why did you say it was okay to call the funeral home on the panel, and then when I actually called the funeral home, it was something you no longer wanted to hear? When I was calling that funeral home to donate $1,000 towards the burial expenses, why all of a sudden did you feel you couldn't hear it any longer?
I just wanted you to put it on mute so I didn't have to hear it again. I'm trying to deal with his death. It's not
Okay,
something
but
that I want to sit and chit chat about.
but wouldn't you find some sort of relief in the fact knowing that $1,000 of that funeral expense was paid for, to where you
Well,
could
yeah.
hear to where you'd be able to hear the transaction happening, and just get like some sort of relief? Like there's a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders right there just now by somebody I don't even fucking know.
I didn't know why you were calling him. I said you could call if you felt that anybody needed to call and confirm that the man had passed away. That's fine. I didn't know you were. I didn't even hear that you were planning on $1,000. I didn't know that.
I
didn't hear
had
that.
mentioned it a few times on panel and in chat.
I didn't
And
hear it.
how that got missed, I don't know. But I just found it really funny that when I called the funeral home to actually go ahead and do that, that was when you couldn't hear anymore, and you just poofed and you were gone.
No, I stayed on there. I stayed on the panel. They dropped you. Polly dropped you.
You disappeared also.
I don't think so. I think I stayed on the panel for a while. I don't know. You people, I'm extremely upset. Whether him and I were together, not together, estranged, or whatever, he's still my husband. There's still love there. Hi.
Dijon, it's Cindy. Can I ask a question?
Sure, Cindy.
Actually, I have a few questions, but Shelley will tell you I talk too much. Just kidding, Shelley.
No. It's good. It's good.
I have, and I may be, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but something I'd heard is this gentleman had been missing for a month.
No.
Were you
not.
aware of this?
No, he was not missing for a month. He was coming back from Iowa to Indiana. He had been missing. His daughter, people had heard from him, but his daughter had not heard from him. This is nothing unusual. When he goes on drunk benches, he would just disappear and not talk to anybody for a while. She thought it was strange that she couldn't get a hold of him. I went and I drove around to the hotels, personally drove around and looked for him. Didn't find him. He had been reported in an area. My niece and I drove out there and looked.
Oh, my mistake. 2 weeks. Now, if they have made it publicly clear that they don't want your help, then why push it?
They don't want, what they don't want is all this continuing to talk and go about. I've talked to his daughter. I've talked to Amanda several times.
But they're putting it public, honey. They're saying publicly. They're putting it on Facebook.
Cindy, I have something here. I have something from Shelly Anderson. You know who that is, right, D. Johns?
Yeah, that's a drug addict friend of his.
It's a friend of his. Well, she says, please nobody donate to this lady or any fundraiser she is putting up for Donald Vance. My uncle and her have not been together in over 2 years. She's saying her uncle. So that's your niece, right?
No, she is related to him through he's been married 4 times. She's related to him somehow through there.
I see. So it says also that she is trying to make money off a deceased man. Donnie's daughter has taken care of the funeral and expenses. Donnie's daughter is not asking for money from anyone. And that was put up, doesn't have the date. Doesn't have the date.
But why can't I do something nice and contribute to the funeral?
Well, you wanted
Shelley.
to contribute. You were
they
asking
asked you
for
not to.
$3,000 though, right?
They
It's not
said-
that you can't, D. Johns. They've asked you not to.
They said everything was paid too, didn't they?
All right, let's listen.
There's
let's
been
listen to Crazy Dingo.
$3,000. There's been $3,000 that's been paid for the funeral arrangements, not for anything else.
Okay. Now I've come up. This is from my wife, not from me.
Mhm.
The catnap passed away on Friday, and my wife said it's awfully strange how this woman has all of a sudden come up looking for money for a funeral for somebody that nobody else knows about. Right? She's made this story up, and I'm saying story up, D. Johns, right? Because my wife's words. She wants to know how many people out there find it awfully suspicious that we find out about the catnap passing away, and all of a sudden she's come up with this bullshit story.
Christian, how am I a scammer? Well, and here's the thing: is the catnap was in the community, right?
Yeah.
Her husband was not in the community, but she wanted to help out with him. My concern was the amount of money that she was requesting. When it went from $1,400 to $3,000, but he only needed a few extra things for the funeral,
That's not
and
the
not
point,
the entire
Shelley.
funeral. You said that you were responsible for the entire funeral, but you
That's
weren't.
not the point, Shelley.
No.
The point is the family has
Yes, you
asked you to
did.
go away. The family has asked you not to worry about flowers, not to worry about food, not to worry about nothing. The family has asked you not to take up money. The family is asking you to go away. Why can't you request? Why can't you do it instead of requesting?
I agree
Cindy,
with Cindy.
I
D.
am
Johns,
legally
gonna
obligated
Yeah,
to pay.
you're
You are
legally
not
obligated.
legally
right?
obligated.
I'm married to him.
It doesn't matter.
All of his debt will come to me.
Well,
It doesn't. No,
I'm
it
going to
won't.
say this. I'm going to say
No, it
this,
won't.
D. Johns. It stops now. Nobody donate to this woman.
That's
That
fine
will
if
not go
somebody
to you.
chooses not to. If somebody chooses not to, that's fine.
Dijon, just admit that you knew that they were going to pay for it.
At
Wait
the
a minute, wait a
time,
minute.
at the
This
time
debt-
I
let's
talked
go
to,
to this debt.
at
Shelley?
the time I wait a minute. At the time I talked to Polly, I did not know if anybody had paid for anything.
Shelley, can you unblock Harry?
They had just found the man. I talked to the coroner today.
Actually,
He laid in a hotel for 4 days before anybody found him.
I've just had a question asked by my wife.
Okay.
Right? And I'm saying my wife. D. Johns, why did you go to all catnap memorial streams and ask for donations?
No, she didn't. Did she?
I've been hearing that one a lot too.
I did not. When did anybody do a memorial? There was one on. The only one I had ever seen was Kenny Klein did a memorial.
Taco Josh, I think, was they were talking about. Taco Josh Gaming.
I seen Kenny Klein's. That was it. I don't know of any other memorials for Catnap. My heart goes out to Catnap's family. She died. She passed of cancer. This is just a coincidence that this has happened at the same time, and people have jumped all over me for all of this. My heart goes out to Catnap. She was a very nice lady.
Yeah.
Dijon, you've lived estranged apart from your husband for more than a year. You are not responsible for his debt.
Cindy,
No,
I am legally responsible. I
You've
talked to
been
my
apart from the man. You're not
I-
responsible. Okay, I'm
I've
not going to
ta-
argue.
I know I talked to my attorney. My attorney said by me being still married to him, there was no divorce filed, there was no separation filed. I have to run an ad in the paper for 30 days. If there's anybody that he owes money to, they have 30 days to make it straight or to contact me. And that's word of my attorney.
When did you see your attorney?
Today.
You can afford an attorney, but not a funeral.
You can talk to a free consultation.
Okay, your husband had no money. He can't afford a funeral. Let me tell you something. All you have to do is wait 6 months because he's considered a pauper. He is a pauper. He has no money. Your attorney, if he's a good attorney, will wait 6 months to do his estate. 6 months in one day, you won't know a thing because he's a pauper. He has nothing. That man can be buried in a pauper's grave because he has nothing.
His daughter doesn't want that, and that's fine. I understand. She wants to have him cremated. That's fine.
I'm calling fucking bullshit, D. Johns. You're full of shit. You're spinning your story. You're trying to twist it now. I suggest you fuck off.
That's in your opinion.
Dijon, the timeline is off. And I want to trust you. I do. The
timeline is off is because my family and I have had miscommunication. I've only tried to stay in contact.
How one day can make a difference. It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like you knew more than what you're leaving.
Hey.
Odin.
Dijon, didn't you say you wanted to cremate him because it was cheaper?
Yes,
I said that's a possibility. Yeah.
You said you wanted to cremate him because it was cheaper.
Yeah, that would be a possibility. Yes, that's his daughter's wishes. That's what his daughter said.
Then you said you paid for the obituary. Then you said his daughter paid for the obituary. When are you lying, then or now?
His daughter has paid for one obituary. I have went and wrote another obituary.
Oh, so there's two.
There'll be another obituary coming out. It hadn't been published yet. There'll be another obituary.
So when are you lying? Now, then, here, or?
I'm not lying at all.
How old is his daughter? You lied about her age. First you said she's in her 30s. Then you said she's in her 20s. On Polly, she was in her 30s. On Shelly, she's in her 20s. That's 10 years she's gained in 2 days.
She said she was in her late 20s, early 30s.
Late 30s.
But not on Polly's. On Polly, she said she's in her 30s.
Paige
are
said,
you
why
people?
would someone
I am sitting here. I'm dealing with somebody dying, and you guys are picking at somebody's age. My God.
No, we're just trying to find your credibility, G. Johns. That's all. We understand that you've been through a lot with you losing your husband. We understand that. But if you are asking for help, then it is up to us to be able to determine the credibility if things seem off. There's nothing wrong with questioning it.
There is nothing wrong with questioning it, but every time I put an answer to it, then it's picked apart. And your show right here will be picked apart and edited and looked over and picked, and I don't really
think so. I don't think so.
They're recording it now.
Let them record it. If my husband died, I could tell you how old my daughter is. I could tell you how old my niece is. I could tell you everything. I could run it frontward, backwards, inside, outside. But first of all, my ass wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd be sitting in the corner grieving. I don't see you grieving. I see you begging for money. You're not off YouTube. Get off YouTube and grieve.
Why were there negative posts about you, D. Johns? Why?
Shelly,
because his girlfriend is having issues that I've been involved in any part of his funeral or any kind of his arrangements.
So when did he actually die? In April or March?
He died on the 31st. It was when his body was found. The coroner told me he had laid it's somewhere between 4 to 5 days. If you want the all the nasty details, rigor mortis had set in and decomp had set in on him.
So he died the 25th of March, roughly.
Could be the 28th. The coroner doesn't know exactly.
Look at the obituary, Odin. Odin, you're going to have to look at the obituary.
I don't want to spend money on an obituary.
You
Paige
get
asked,
a,
why were there two obituaries? That's what Paige asked.
you can look at the obituary online, Odin. You don't have to pay
There'll
for
be two obituaries because they didn't add me to the first one.
I see.
it.
Okay.
Because he didn't like you. He left you for another woman. He didn't like you. They don't like you.
Cindy, I had talked to him the week prior to him coming to Indiana. Nobody knows that. That was a phone call between the husband and wife. The girl, the Joy that left him in Florida, that got into it, the girlfriend, the one he had the affair with. She doesn't know that I talked to him. He talked to many women. I've been getting all kinds of messages of people that women that he had talked to.
Player. So he was a player. Big deal. Anywho, if his daughter and his family are paying for it, how do and why do you need the money? It's already been paid for.
That's a good question. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Actually.
Because I would like to do something nice for the family. To repay her some money. You know, she's not a wealthy girl. To repay her some money, flowers, having
You were
food brought in.
separated from him. Why fucking pay? Shit, you're.
Because we still had a relationship. We still were speaking.
You were yesterday's news, you know.
I'm still married to the man. I'm still married to the man.
Technically, you're not.
Technically, I am. I've got the marriage certificate.
If you're responsible,
been living apart a year. Technically, you're not.
If you're responsible for the
Tell me what court of law tells me I'm technically not married to him.
But John,
Until death do us part.
excuse me, guys. If she is responsible, why did everybody else pay? Why did the family pay for it? If you were responsible to pay for it, according to the law.
I'm responsible for his debt. Any debt that he acquired while we were married I'm responsible for.
So this is new information that you're responsible for his debt. That's what the money's going toward. So you didn't tell us
not.
That.
No, that money is not going for that. The money was going to is going to help try to repay his wife.
Hey, Shelly. Shelly.
Yes.
Shelly, just to let you know, I noticed that Anna Banana is blocking people down below, and she was making a little smart ass comment to you. Shelly's credibility, for example, she stayed live at DFK's house when she had raised enough money for the hotel. She stayed live knowing people were scared for her, capitalizing on people's fears. And now she's blocking people in chat who has
something like you do when it goes against you too, Paulie?
Yeah, that's right.
Have a good day.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
You fucking sissy catfish bitch.
Hold
She's
on.
doing a lot of blocking, Shelly.
Okay, I only see Gregory Jones blocked for whatever reason, and he was unhidden by DFK.
Shelly, can you unblock Harry in StreamYard so he can come up?
Listen, guys. I just looked at his name, and he's not blocked. But if he's blocked under StreamYards, I am actually not sure how to do that. I don't know how to do it. I went to Google and I went to YouTube.
No, if you're locked,
to come up,
Shelly, all you gotta do is go to settings, and then to the unblock to the hidden people. You'll see it in StreamYard.
Settings, and then guests.
Yes.
Polly, are you mirroring this?
No.
I don't have him there. I don't have him there at all.
Guys, remember she's on her phone.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's true. Hey, I didn't understand what you were saying, Polly Crispy. And then did Odin just attack you jokingly or for real?
No, he's a moron. But what I'm saying, I just read the message. What I'm saying is she was blocking people making comments that were completely just, about this Dijon thing. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's what we're talking about, Anna Banana, and people are voicing their opinions on it.
Just letting you know. That's all. Bye.
No, I appreciate it. And listen, I didn't know. Oh, shit, I just left. Well, Polly, I didn't know that you were going live, and I am in your time slot. it was an impulsive thing, and I felt like I needed to go on. And Harry, if I know you guys are saying free Harry, whatever. If he wants to come on, he can definitely go under his sock and do that because I don't think I can do it with my iPad.
Free Harry.
Free Harry, yeah.
Free Harry.
I like turtles.
Hey, what's that, Yoda and Tonkin? I got nothing against anybody, and I'm willing to talk to D-Johns in a civil way because that's what I want to do. I'm not going to call her a scammer. I'm not going to call her a liar. Okay, I just want to know the truth. And if there's untruths, I would like for you to admit it and apologize. And that's what people do. They admit when they're wrong and they make it right.
But the thing is I'm not scamming anybody.
Will you tell us how much you've raised? We asked you to put a PayPal pool up so we could see it. You didn't do that. Will you tell us how much you've raised?
There's been about a couple $100.
Okay.
Has it been reported for fraud yet?
No, I don't think anybody can do that.
I've had no notifications. There's also, I have no GoFundMe page. There's nothing like that. I have not put up, somebody put up a thing saying I was asking for money, and that was not me that put it up. The only thing I have put up is my PayPal. That's it. I don't know how to make a PayPal pool. I don't know how to do that stuff. All I've asked, if you want to donate and help it get taken care of, then fine. If you don't want to, then fine.
Well, it would have, on your behalf, it would have been better if you had just said that. But since you gave out way more details than that, that's why we are bringing it up. We're not saying anything that you haven't said. We're not putting out new
everybody keeps asking for more information. They want all the dirt. Now I've sat there and told the people the dirt that's behind our marriage and in my life. Normally, I don't even go into any detail about my life.
I don't think anybody asked about that, did they? At least I didn't.
No, we didn't.
Nobody asked her about that. Nobody asked
for the prior narrative.
I haven't asked.
They have asked.
If people ask for their money back, will you give it?
I don't know who would ask for it back. All of it's been donated anonymously.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That was just a question asked.
Well, Silver Diamond said, I donate to D-Johns. I don't care if she uses it for funeral gas in her car. I don't need receipts. I donate out of the goodness of my heart. Why do people care how I spend my money? That's one way of looking at it, definitely. And another way is that I know that you're grieving and your family's grieving. I know
when I first went on Polly's, I had no idea that Amanda had paid for anything. I was in shock. I'm still in shock. I'm still trying to deal with this. And then all of a sudden I'm on 6 different shows or 5 or how many ever, God knows. I don't get in. I'm not subscribed to everybody's channels. So I don't know exactly what people are saying or what they're not saying.
The less information you give, the better. And because you put it out there, that's why we're trying to piece it together and put it on the timeline and figure out what's the truth and what isn't. Hi, Harry.
Hi, Shelly. I'm actually under, you have all my accounts blocked on my socks, so anyway.
And I looked, I didn't see any of them blocked, so I'll
Hi,
make more.
I would like to talk to Harry.
Okay, I appreciate that. And I want to talk to you. I mean, you and I have had our differences in the past, and I appreciate that, but I've always showed you a realm of respect as you've shown me. Clearly on Saturday, you made a comment that this was for the funeral, which, with all due respect, you are kind of backpedaling on now. When did you find out the funeral was paid for?
Saturday evening.
Okay, then why were you e-begging on Mike Taylor's today for money still?
Because there's still things that need to be paid for. Is it not? Can I not donate money? Can I not buy flowers? Can I not help buy the urn to put him in? Can I not donate money and the food to be brought into at the funeral? Can I not do that?
How big of a guy was he?
You can do whatever you want to. That's fine.
Yeah.
But should you not gone on to
You were
someone else's
asking for
channel?
the bare essentials.
Say what they're yeah, right.
But you didn't tell us you were asking for that, though. That's what we're getting at. is the honesty. If you knew that somebody was paying, you could, I guess you could have said, I know that they're paying for it, and I would like to add extra to it. So I would still like to just
Or
honesty.
reimburse them.
Just pure honesty.
Maybe
You
I
didn't
maybe I
know-
should have
you didn't
maybe
know
somebody
that
should have
we
had a
knew.
panel and I should have came back late hours later after I found out. Do I need to clarify from moment to moment that I find
No,
out?
but you didn't know that we knew.
Hey, I can't hear. Give me a second.
What's up, Drama Dome? So
When you're asking
that's
for
where
money,
the disconnect is.
absolutely. I think it's important when you're asking for money from a community that you don't know people, that you, even if you find out hours later, hey, by the way, I made a mistake, it's paid for. However, I'd like to raise $500 for flowers and for catering. The family has made it very clear on all social media that they want nothing to do with you. There's no ambiguity. There's no ambiguity. Thank you. Fuck, can't you say the word? That they want nothing to do with you. You and your ex.
Fucking mumbling, stuttering little fuck. You know that?
I got a screenshot I could share with you, John, if you want to see it.
All right,
It's
go
off
ahead and put it
Facebook.
up. Go ahead and put it up if you'd like.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
You just got to do a share on it. Share screen.
I'm gonna time you
Yeah,
out.
go
What's
ahead,
up, Andrew?
Drama Dome.
So real quick, she said that when you have a family member, say your husband died, and they had debt, that you're left with that debt by law. That is completely incorrect.
It's not what my
Thank
attorney
you.
told me. Said that I am
I
financially
don't care what your attorney
responsible.
said. The state, there's people you fill out with the state that pays that debt off. If your attorney's telling you that they're milking you for money.
Does that depend what state you're in?
No, it's state to state. Every state does that. It was one of the agreements when the things were made when the states became a state. It's a treaty with the states. The states are clearly that none of their citizens can be followed at poverty level, stating the fact that if you have a loved one die, they cannot be liable for the debt.
So is it just written off, or what do they do with all the debt?
What, you can't repost something from someone who's passed away. I mean,
you can't make someone pay that. It's just you can't do that. You can't be followed by the family.
Right.
I'm looking for the bill on it
Hold
right
on.
now.
That right there that you're putting up, that's got all the people, those whatever on it. That is not me. That is a fake account somebody has put up there.
I didn't say it's you. I'm saying it's your family
it's
member.
not your account.
Yeah, if you look at that, look at it. Roll it up. It says that there's been a memorial fund. I did not start that fund.
Trying to hide the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
I've already seen this. That is a fake. Somebody else put that up there.
Fundraiser for DJ. It has your name there.
Yes, somebody's put that up there. I did not put that up.
Even outside the fundraiser, okay, but without, let's say it's not you, and you're right. It's like Slack accounts. People can create Slack accounts all day long, but they're clearly saying they want nothing to do with you and other posts as well. I have no doubt you still had feelings for I have feelings for my ex-wife also. I wish nothing bad for her by any means. If she were to die, I'd be upset about it. But I also understand her family can't stand me, and I would not interject myself in there no matter what. And to answer James Richards' questions, yes, I have talked to Kate about the accusations, and I know they're completely unfounded. I've also talked to both of Kate's kids many of times and played games with them online. So there is that, James.
Jesus. Christian C.
What's up, Tonkin?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to Dijon's?
Yeah. Well, no, because I've been listening and I've heard her side. Okay. I know it's not to the money she's raising now is not to pay for the funeral, because apparently that has been paid off. But she still should. Still, people could donate just for flowers and urns and anything, just to help out. Anyway.
Right, I get that, but be truthful and come forth with it, and not say that it's for the funeral when you didn't know that we had seen all of that information that we just showed you. You did not know that we had seen that.
Yeah. Well, isn't Dijon just explaining that now?
Yeah, I know she's going to hate me, and I
doing?
know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying these things. But what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. If you're bringing it to the table, bring up all the information and be honest.
I'm being honest. There's nothing to apologize. When I went up on
Yeah.
Polly's, I did not know that Amanda had paid for anything.
So, hey, Dijon, what attorney did you say you used that told you had to pay for all that? If you don't mind me asking.
Andrew, I've given so much information out now, and they go and dig. I'm not. I told everybody the funeral home, the man's name. I told all the information. When I found out that she had paid for it,
You'll tell us about his new lover. You'll tell us about all that stuff, but you won't tell us the attorney's name. And
No,
you won't tell me that don't look fishy.
no, I won't give you my attorney's name.
Yeah,
No.
Cindy, if she gives
hold
out
on,
her
Cindy.
name, what's going to happen? The
Hold on, Cindy.
attorney's going to get berated with phone calls like the funeral home has. And I think that's
Well,
just
give it to one
bad.
person then. Give it to one person, I guess.
I've been to the funeral home today. They're very upset.
Yeah, who
How
in
do
the
you know?
hell
How do you know
runs a
the funeral
home?
home's been called left and right?
I've been there today. I spoke to the woman in
Okay.
person. I had to
Okay.
go in there and show them our marriage certificate. I've been at the courthouse to get a copy of that. I've been at the funeral home. I've been to the coroner. Nobody even bothered to tell the coroner that I was his wife.
What funeral home was this?
Wait a minute. What did you just say? Wait a
Legacy.
minute.
Legacy, thank you.
You just told me you've been
In
to the
Indiana.
courthouse to get a marriage certificate. You just a few minutes ago told me you had your marriage certificate. Which is
Yeah,
it?
I have it with me right now. Would you like to see?
No.
I mean, everybody else has looked. They've looked
Well,
up
no, I mean-
ex-husbands and divorce papers. They've all looked up that. Why not that?
On
How
a
do you know they looked it up?
Well, it was posted this morning on a non-stream also that the marriage certificate was there. And correct me if I'm wrong, D. Johns, and I'm not trying to say you're lying, but I don't think she actually has an attorney. She called someone, they got a consultation with somebody who gave her that advice. That's what it sounded like you said before.
That's what I said before. Yes.
Guys, be nice in the chat. Don't call people names. If you do, I'm deleting it. If you continue to do it, I'm going to put you in timeout.
Hey, fucking
about
retard.
time, Shelley. About time, Shelley.
It's
because
ridiculous.
Yeah,
I've been getting it- I was
deleted
getting it last
attorney
time.
when you'll tell about your love life.
Talking. I deleted them. Okay.
Did you delete the
Debe-
previous ones about half hour ago? 'Cause I'm upset still, Shelley. I'm very upset.
Okay.
What,
listen,
name
Morgan.
calling? You're upset over
Well-
name calling? Really?
I'm upset how I'm getting abused just because I wanted to hold off until D. Johns comes up and explains herself. So why is that fair that I get all the abuse?
Just tell them to fuck
Just to
off.
try and find it.
Just tell
Yeah,
them to
I'm
fuck
telling you.
off.
Don't put your feelings on your shoulder right now.
Well, I'm sorry. I've
Booty
got other
wart.
things going.
Who's
I'm
getting
just
blocked?
sorry. I've got other things going on in my mind at the moment. I admit I am a bit frustrated as well. I've got other
Need a
things
hug?
going on in my mind at the moment.
Need a
Yeah,
hug?
personal life at the moment. I've got some decisions to make. And if Shelley would read the email, she'd know. But hey, she's too busy.
Divorce her and move on to a new one.
Don't
There you go.
do that.
Tonkin, they're giving you hell because you're being polite to me. That's why they're at you at chat.
Yeah, I know that exactly.
John, I don't think anyone's being mean to you. I think they're definitely questioning you harder than you might like. I mean, you have to agree the optics look really bad when on a panel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, they're asking questions on if we had a really personal question, if we owned property together, if we had a home together. There's people in here that's saying that they're family and they're not. Dirty Blonde, I don't even know who. I mean, there's all kinds of sock accounts in here.
Ignore them. I mean, like I said, I wish you would have came up with Teresa and Navin this afternoon when you said you were going to. And
There's another one. Thank you, D. Johns, for that comment. Lovely, brilliant, lovely GD even.
Let me see.
Shelley,
what he
I'm gonna
said. Hold
go.
on. I'm looking
No,
now,
no.
dude. Dude, I'm looking right now. I'm trying to find what you're talking. I don't even know what that means. I
Tonkin,
didn't
you
know
were
that was a bad
distracting
word.
from the conversation.
I don't
Forget
know
about
what
it,
that
yeah.
means, sweetheart. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know what
this
that means.
conversation is.
How the
This
fuck would I know
conversation's
that?
over
How
for
the
me,
fuck
Shelley.
would I know that that was directed toward you? How would I know
Shelley,
it's a bad
let him
word? I
drop if
don't
he's
know
gonna be-
colloquialisms
Because
from
he's been
England.
bashing me
I
ever
won't
since
tell
I've come on.
Then
All
So
right.
just ignore it, DG.
Oh god.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
leprechaun.
He's being
Yeah, I'm
distracting
ignoring
if
it,
he
okay.
can't take the comment.
Harry, I didn't
Like
go
I
on
said,
to
Shelley.
that panel because I was in the middle of making the runs today to go to the funeral home and the courthouse and to the coroner's office.
With
All
all due
right,
respect, though,
guys.
you-
I want to tell you guys this. First of all, D Bance is saying that I am an enabler for whatever reason. I don't get that. She said I didn't let her up. I didn't know she was trying to come up. So if you would like to come up, what?
Yeah, I'm
Tonkin,
staying out of
I
it
didn't
now.
know what Batty Boy meant, and I didn't know it was directed toward you. So for you to be upset with me, think a little bit harder before you start saying. So now he quit. He quit. And D-Ban is saying lies. Then don't come to my show, D-Ban. I don't understand what your deal is. You
Hey,
know,
D-John-
like D-Ban,
D-J-
D-Ban's not even trying to come up, Taryn and Wilma. She's not even trying to come up. So how the fuck can I let her up?
John, if I was in Indiana and I needed a lawyer, could you recommend me one?
No, I couldn't.
Get his
I
name.
would say go pro se into a court of law.
Pro
Don't
se,
hire a
you
lawyer.
know.
So I didn't mean to drop.
That's okay.
I won't rage
That's all right.
queen.
So GD,
D-John,
listen, I don't appreciate. I know what that word means, and stop.
D-Johns, why will you not honor the family's wishes to let them be cremated if that's what they want?
Because the coroner wants to do an autopsy. I talked to the
Well, that's
coroner
fine.
today.
And that's fine, but you said before
They
you would
have
not
it-
sign, you would not
I'm
release
sorry,
the body
go
for
ahead, Harry.
cremation.
I
You
will
said you
not
would
release. I will not release the body for cremation until the coroner is done. It's not a choice that nobody can say whether they're going to do a autopsy and whether the family wants it or not. If the coroner deems it, they will do it. Period.
Absolutely.
I
Hey,
have no
Shelly. Hey,
choice.
Shelly. Hey, Shelly.
I'm here.
Is the water muddy enough so I can speak, Shelly? You want to sit there and ignore me for 30 fucking minutes?
Who's? I
Why
don't know
are you
who's
yelling?
speaking.
That's
It's
D-Ban.
You're gonna respect me, or you're not gonna be on my fucking panel. Do you understand? And that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to come up here and have a conversation and not scream and yell, or people scream
I'm
and
not
yell at
screaming
me.
and yelling. But
Well,
I've been
you're fine.
ignored for 30 minutes in chat
Your mic
where
is too
Dijon just
fucking loud.
admitted that she knew. I told you I couldn't control my volume on my phone. But 30 minutes ago, Dijon said that she knew before she went online begging for money.
No,
that
I
she
did not.
paid
You're
for it.
wrong.
Yes, you
You're
did.
wrong. I said when
Liar.
I first went up on Polly's
Kelly.
panel, I did not know.
One at
Later
a
on in
time.
that day, I talked to his daughter. Please
D-Ban,
stop
what was
doing that
that?
so we can talk.
No,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's recorded. It's there. I know what I heard. And people in chat, check it out, Shelly.
I
And
went
they
on
were-
Polly's panel, and after that is when I talked to his daughter and found
I'm
out that
talking
she had paid
about
for it.
30 minutes ago, Dijon. You admitted it. It's recorded.
Yes, I admitted that when I went up on Polly's panel, I did not know for sure if she had paid for it. Later on in
No,
that day,
that's not what you
that
just
day,
said, Dijon.
yes, I
It's
did.
not what you just said.
Hold
No.
on.
Yes,
hold
I
on.
did.
You said you knew.
Hold on.
You said you
D-Ban.
knew.
D-Man.
D-Ban,
Liar.
D-Ban, D-Ban.
D-Ban, you got to pick and choose what you want to hear.
D-John, you told us that you knew before
It
you
works
went
for
on
me.
to Polly's.
After I went on to Polly's.
That's not what she said, Shelly.
She said after Polly's.
No.
Correct. She
Okay,
did.
Right.
look at that,
She learned
Shelly.
Saturday night.
More people heard it than just me.
Huh?
I think
Huh?
I heard her say. I think I heard her say that she heard it. She knew about it before going.
Yeah,
on
she
to
did.
Polly's.
DFK in the house.
Shelly, could I
Oh,
just
so
have
you
the floor
agree,
for 1
Shelly?
second, please?
You agree,
D-Ben?
Shelly?
Yeah.
D-Ben,
did
could
say
I just
that.
have the floor for
She
1
did
second? I'm
say
going to drop
that.
back to chat. I
Well,
just got
when we
one thing.
go back-
I just have one thing to say, and then I'll go back to chat.
DFK, when we go back and we see it, we'll find out if she said before or after to figure out the timeline correctness.
Exactly.
Okay, well, she did. She did, Shelly. I promise.
D-Ben, I don't.
Do you guys realize that he just died? Do you know what I'm going through? And you're going to sit and pick apart everything that I say and do?
You know what? I think you're trying to hurt this family. That's what I think you're fucking doing.
Oh, were you there when his daughter gave birth?
Shut up, Don.
What?
How can you
What's
fucking
that have
sleep
to
at
do with the
night?
first
Do you
words of China?
understand? How do you sleep?
Shelly, could I have the floor for just like 15 seconds, and then I'll go back
Yes,
to chat?
thank you, Peanut
Um,
411. Sure.
You have like 140 people in chat right now. You have 140 people watching this stream. Right. This is probably your biggest panel, your biggest audience so far. Let the mods do their job.
What the fuck are you talking about? Who gives a fuck how many people are in the stream right now?
Yeah, really.
Everybody in chat, if you want to call people names, call me the names. Do not call anybody else names. I am the only one that is allowed to be called names. I will not block you, not hide you.
One at a time, guys. I swear to God, I'm gonna keep putting you on mute. If you don't start talking one at a fucking time.
Right now.
Cat fight.
I have thick enough skin to handle being called names.
Okay, Creeper.
Apparently, everybody else is very thin skinned. They can't deal with that. I will not time anybody out for doing it. I will not hide anybody.
You got a Corvette laying around?
Where's Cindy?
No, I wish I did.
How about a Lamborghini?
I don't even know who this D-Ban is. It sounds like a loudmouth bitch to me.
You damn right I am. And I can get louder, too.
Well, then get your story straight.
Well, get your story straight.
You're going to come up here and make accusations that you don't even know what the hell's going on.
You said it. I heard it. And people did. More than just me. You're disrespectful to that family right now. You need to be ashamed of yourself.
You have no idea.
I have an idea. And you're a bitter fucking bitch is all you are.
Hold on a minute. Let me go get his daughter. She's here. Hold on.
Oh, good.
Come in.
Why would you?
I bet that's the niece. I bet that's
Why
the niece that was going to
How
help
do
you
you
in
know
the
that's the
scam.
daughter?
I
How do you
bet
know that's the daughter?
I
I
bet
see her on
that's the
camera.
niece that was
on
going to help
Facebook.
you in the scam, D-John.
How are we going to know that's her daughter? I want to see a picture.
Oh, Andrew's up here looking for a story.
Who is?
Andrew.
Take your time, guys. Take it easy.
The fuck are you talking about, Linda? I want to see a picture of this female if we can, make sure it's actually the person that's, the daughter. Because I can go get a
I
friend.
guarantee his daughter is not going to come up here because all she's been doing is begging for her
D-Van, I
to
agree with you, D-Van. D-Van, I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you this time.
Down, boo-boo. Down.
I'd be like the father that audited with John.
You're going to disagree with me a lot, Andrew. I see your shit, too. You hear me?
Well, I don't know what that means toward him, but we heard something. So I'm not a scammer, guys. I've never scammed anything. I lost my bike, but then I didn't lose my bike. I got my Vespa stolen, and the car was given to me. Well,
no, you just enabled the scammers, Shelly.
D-Van, you're so full of shit.
Hold on one second. That's not
All
fair.
Shelly
D-Man.
did was give her a platform, right?
Yeah, exactly. So stop.
Yeah.
Even I agree with that.
I mean,
She doesn't want to come up here. She doesn't want to be involved with any of you.
Hey, Shelley.
Yeah.
Did you and DFK work out payment issues with the car?
What do you mean, payment issues? Well, I don't know what that means.
You don't want to know. You don't want to either.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Bump chicka wah wah.
No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Sasquatch, really?
That's
You're
my
gonna
soundboard.
expose me as scamming? I'm taking your wrench. That's it.
Why are you taking Sasquatch's
Oh.
wrench?
Wow.
Why you gotta be evil?
Fuck him.
Why?
He said I was
So he told you a
scammer.
scammer. Big deal.
It's like, don't go there.
Unfortunately, with what's going on with D-Johns and Raquel and the Misty thing, this is what makes everyone very skeptical about donating to these situations. And I'm not saying D-John, I'm not calling them out and saying you're a liar. I'm saying your story doesn't make sense. That's something for you. You have to deal with yourself. But I mean, the family, from what I've seen on Facebook and when they were in Anand's chat this afternoon, they want nothing to do with you. And like you said, you might not be welcome at that funeral. You should honor those wishes next week.
No, I'll be there.
It's funny you said they don't want to do with her, and she just said that the daughter's there with her. But they say they don't want to do with her. I'm sorry, it just don't add up. Nope.
Andrew, she doesn't want to come and talk to anybody. She's tired of all this.
But Dijon, she said she don't have nothing to do with you, right? But why is she with you? She don't have nothing to do with you. It doesn't add up.
She does not want whoever put that damn thing up for looking for money, whoever the hell that was. That's what she wants to stop.
So that
Yeah.
wasn't her email, or it wasn't her Facebook post then.
It was her niece.
Okay, so the daughter had one as well. There's two.
The daughter has put a post up saying she wants everything to stop. His girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, actually has put things up that wants to stop. She's personal messaging me and fighting and arguing over who's going to be at the funeral and who's not. She doesn't want me there. Of course not. I'm his wife. I'm entitled to be there.
Oh, you're entitled to.
You know what, John?
Hold
You
on.
need to record that interaction. Record
Hang on,
that
whoa, whoa.
Saturday. I want to fucking see it. Record
Hang
it.
on, y'all are separated. So why do you keep saying you're his wife if you're separated from him? You haven't been together. So technically, by law, maybe, but you have no rights to it. If no, what?
I'm
All right, let's look at this. It's
Hold on,
kind of
Shelley,
small.
1 second, please. 1 second, Shelley. There's a difference between being entitled to being there, D, and doing the right thing and not being there if a family doesn't want you there. You know, you've been yes, you may have been in contact with a guy behind the scenes, family not aware of, but you've been separated for 2 years. And it sounds like, and I'm not disparaging this guy by any means, I don't know him, but it sounds like he had issues that he was working through in his own life. I mean, you shouldn't show up at a funeral that you're not welcome at and make a Jerry Springer episode.
I have been in contact with his daughter has asked me to be there. His girlfriend doesn't want me to be there. His daughter does.
That's not the issue at hand, guys. That's a personal issue that she is going to have to make a decision about on her own. We are, like he said, there's been scams in this community. And so we are going to look at things under a microscope.
Okay, yeah, microscope. The daughter said that she wants people like her to stop her.
BuyVoicey.net.
Money.
What the hell was that?
It's
Someone's on board.
little extra here and there, little thing.
Keep covering up, Shelley. Keep it up.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
That's
You're
not
so
Shelley, man. That's
delusional.
someone-
I don't get what she's
That's someone's
saying.
soundboard. Shelley can't
Yeah.
work a
Not mine.
soundboard.
I can't make that kind of sound. Hello.
Shelley can barely log into StreamYards.
Shut up. Yes, I can. I
She-
can actually do a
Shelley
lot more
can't
than you
walk
think.
and talk and chew bubblegum.
Oh, then I don't chew gum. It hurts my jaws.
I got
nothing
nothing on that one.
No, it
Dirty
does,
Blonde,
it
the
does.
personal protection order, the restraining order is expired. The man has passed away. It had expired over a year ago.
Enabler.
No, I mean, again, hindsight's 2020. It'd probably been a good idea had you come out Sunday and said, "Hey, by the way, the funeral's paid for, but this is what I'm doing with this money I'm looking for."
Well, Harry, I have been a little bit busy trying to get all of this straightened out and taken care of.
Right, but on Sunday, there's not much you can do on a Sunday, and most places are closed. Sunday was Easter. Like I said, you don't owe any of us an explanation by any means. You can, anyone can e-beg for all the money they want. They can request donations for whatever they want. But I think it's a responsible thing to do when you come on one stream and say, "I want this money for X," and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say you learned afterwards, "Oh, by the way, it's paid for." Personally, I would have went up the next day and said, "Hey, listen, I screwed up. I would like $1,500. I would like to cater some food. I want to get some flowers. I like to buy him a nice urn or whatever." To show full transparency. You know the stigma, especially with, and I'm not picking on anyone in your group, but that group has a very, very shady background that people don't trust.
All right, guys, I need to talk to my mods. I need to talk to my mods for a second.
I understand what you're saying, Harry. I should have came up Sunday. I went to church and I took some time for myself.
Fair enough. I guess, the opposite's bad, and it still doesn't add up, quite honestly. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. Like I said, I said, you and I have had our gifts in the past. We've also talked very politely to each other, like we have tonight. I'm not prepared to say you're lying. I just don't think it adds up.
Harry, I have no animosity towards you. Actually, I do like you. I respect what you say. Stop.
That's
Stop
a lie.
doing that. Stop that. You don't know that.
She hates your fucking guts,
Harry and I have spoken other
She
chats,
called you a
and Harry
dirty
and
pig.
Guys, just stop for a second, please, okay?
Guys, I need to talk to my mods for a second. Mods, don't hide anybody. unless they're doxing or bullying, time them out instead and delete the message. Okay. I'm gonna have
Well,
to.
Shelley-
I'm gonna have to remove some wrenches right now for specific reasons that I'm finding. So don't be a crybaby and about that. Thanks.
Hey, Shelley, can we remove people? Shelley, can we remove people for enabling? Is that a rule? Can we
No.
remove people?
Sure, we can remove people for enabling. There you go. That's how you
I
do
think
it.
she meant you, Shelley.
Yeah, well, I got her instead, so I think that works out. I don't think she can't remove me.
I came up. I've talked to Andrew. I've never had a problem with Andrew. I've talked to Harry, and I have always had a good conversation.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know, Harry and I have
Okay.
even agreed that there are good police and there are bad police.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
Harry's a bad
And-
officer. I think
and
Harry
then
has
there's Harry.
morals. No, I
Why
think
do-
And there's
Harry
Harry.
has morals when it comes to his job.
Why did you call him a dirty pig?
I did not call him a dirty pig.
Did you
Hey,
whether we're
Nathan-
going to along or not? Your story
Hold on.
don't add up.
Would you
All right,
let
Nathan.
Nathan and D? Would you let Nathan and Dijon talk on alone for a few minutes?
Yeah, but Nathan asked a question that the answer was already given, but you can go ahead and ask it again, Nathan. I saw it in chat. You can go ahead.
I didn't hear the answer. I just got here.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Who am I speaking with? I don't know who I'm speaking with.
He's a hacker.
David.
Careful.
This is Navin Johnson.
He'll get your IP address.
Hello.
That's right. Well, okay. I'll get the answer. No, I'll ask because I didn't hear the. When did you learn that the family was going to take care of the expenses? What day? What time? Was it yesterday? Was it today? Was it Friday? Was it?
It was Saturday evening when I talked to his daughter.
Okay. Okay. You learned it Saturday evening. Okay. So you said something I didn't hear. I was listening to the panel kind of on the fly, and when you were on Polly Crispy, and you said something that kind of threw me off about paying for the expenses. You said that the family has not paid for the expenses as of yet, and that kind of threw me off because usually when you ask somebody, like if I asked Andrew, "Hey Andrew, did you get your stimulus check?" And you say, "Well, Nathan, I haven't gotten it as of yet."
Yeah.
That kind of tells me that you expect that you probably will be getting it. You didn't say, "I don't get one."
About 3 days. Sorry.
As of yet, meaning that it has to be paid for. Somebody's going to pay for it, whether it be me, his daughter, or we pitch in together.
Yeah, but you didn't say that the family wasn't going to pay for it, and it was all on you at that point. You said "as of yet," and it kind of contradicted what you were saying earlier. That was solely up to you.
As it stood when I first went on there, I had not spoke to his daughter. Normally, when your husband dies, you're responsible to set the funeral arrangements up.
That could be viewed in both ways, Nathan. I give you this time.
Yeah, but you've been estranged for anyway. The point is, you're all on one panel. You didn't. This wasn't like one panel, the next day another panel. On one panel, you said, "It's all up to me. I need help. I got to pay for all this. Nobody's going to help. It's all me. It's on me. I need help. I need help. I need money. I need help." And then later on, you said, "Well, the family hasn't paid for the expenses as of yet."
As of yet, yeah, he was concerned
Yeah,
about
and
the
I was
as
like,
of yet part.
wait, that doesn't sound like what you were saying earlier in the panel. It sounds to me like you kind of expected that. But that might be in the works that the family was maybe set it up and just hadn't paid for it yet, got planned, but hadn't that there was, you know what I'm saying?
Because I had not spoke to her yet. I didn't know if anybody would pay, wouldn't pay. There is no estate. He had no will. There is no
Why don't you figure that out
insurance.
before asking for money?
You said it in no uncertain terms earlier in that panel that nobody was going to pay it except for you. It was on you. You had to come up with the money. That was the reason for the drive, the donation drive.
That if his daughter didn't pay for it or somebody didn't pay for it, it would fall on me.
Nope, there was no if. There was no if.
Nope.
I'm
He's
saying
right.
That
You're
was
wrong.
you had another question, Nathan. You had another question in chat. What was that?
Well, she answered it. She said Saturday night that she found out that I want to know when she. That's when it was paid though. When did you? I mean, after Wednesday, so Thursday and Friday, you had no indication from the family that they were going to take care of it.
no, his
Is that what you're
body.
saying?
No, I did not have any indication that anybody was going to pay anything until Saturday evening when I talked to Amanda. And Amanda said she had taken care of the funeral arrangements, but she hadn't bought an urn, and she didn't know what was going to go on with the reception, with having people there or food there. I mean, having food or anything else. Nothing else had been set up. Only thing had been set up is the arrangements she made. She made the first post, or not post, but she made the first obituary. I've went since then and made another obituary.
What?
I put my own obituary in.
They want page B to give a couple shout outs, so go ahead.
Hey, sorry.
No.
So hang on.
People want you to give shout outs.
Hang on.
Wilma, Taryn, what's up? Suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick, suck a huge or small. That one.
Over on Polly's stream, John, you said you paid for the obituary, and you were pissed because they didn't put your name in it.
His daughter made the obituary and didn't put my name in it. I have since then went and made my own obituary. It hadn't been published. The newspaper hadn't been put out yet.
Give it a few days and let the newspaper. It's $50. That has nothing to do with it. So
exactly.
The situation is people were willing to open up their hearts and open up their wallets for you based on what you were saying, that you were on your own on this thing. Then we come to find out that it looks to me like it was going to work.
That's true.
And you slipped up when you said as of yet, which means they hadn't paid as of yet, which you were kind of expecting that it was in the works, they hadn't done it as of yet. And then the story kind of changed. And then I hear, was it true today that you were still trying to raise money? Was that true with your PayPal?
Mike Taylor stream?
I don't get why we're sidestepping the amount of money that was asked. Why are we not
sidestepping? We're talking
about that.
Is this Div Kate stream?
When did I ask for a certain amount of money? I did not ask for a certain amount of money.
You asked for money.
I can't remember which one it was, but I asked you specifically, and you said 3,000. You told me 3,000. I'm gonna have to go back.
For the burial, or for the funeral, or for the cremation, or whatever. It's all a bunch of. Look, I haven't been involved since tonight, but I keep hearing. Shut up, Odin. I keep hearing a bunch of shit about like, oh no, she said this, she said that. So they're all trying to figure out what it is really. Dijon's, right? Absolutely not
No. That's not true, DFK, because I did ask her that, and then she said 3,000. So that's what she told me. So you guys need to stop with the different amounts.
Okay, why did my question get stepped on?
Go ahead.
Was Dijon, were you as late as today in Mike Taylor stream? Because I didn't see it, so I'm asking. Were you asking for donations today, knowing what the family put out, the statement the family put out?
There was someone in there that was stating that they were his family, and they were not. There was a sock account in there.
That was not you asking.
No.
Was your PayPal? Was your PayPal posted in Mike Taylor's stream? Was your PayPal
I don't know. I don't know.
Dijon,
I don't know if it was or not.
Dijon, you posted it, and I seen you posted.
Somebody's trying to come in, but I'm gonna actually have to.
I'll go.
I'm gonna have to drop somebody real quick.
No, I'll go, David. No need to.
I'll in the basement.
Just have a panel. I'll go.
Somebody needs to go back and look at Mike Taylor's and see if that was actually me.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, there's no way for us to tell if it's actually you or not.
I got the
You
questions.
deleted the stream.
I got the questions I wanted to get in, so I'm gonna jump down and listen. But yeah, I'll definitely check on it.
I missed. I was out doing things today. I missed Aeon's or whatever his name. I missed his stream. I was planning on going up on it.
Anon.
Anon. I don't subscribe to that person. I had no idea. I wasn't even, and I wasn't even Mike Taylor's. I've been busy today. I've been out trying to take care of the situation.
So you weren't on Mike Taylor's at all today?
No, I was not.
Well, there's a sock named D. John's posting a PayPal link.
There was
Right.
also somebody months ago when KY and Bud started his that porn bombed him and had my avatar.
All right, well, but that's before we're talking about now, right? We're talking about this current situation.
Right. So there's sock accounts now just rubbing, just putting things on the fire. Oh, stupid. I'm just hating this more and more.
For
Why
me,
is everyone doing
I
this?
would just like to resolve it because I'm just that sort of person. But this isn't my stream. This is Shelly's stream. But I would just like to put out there, like, I think it would be best if we could sort of resolve it and figure it out and apologize and, you know.
Exactly.
move on.
Exactly.
If anybody is offended by anything, I apologize.
I did.
But I'm not eBaying and I'm not scamming for anything. If someone wants to donate, that's fine. If somebody's got a sock account that's running my stuff, that really pisses me off. I can speak for
Somebody
myself.
is saying D. Johns had a wrench on Mike Taylor's stream. That was the one that had the link.
Wait, I have a
So you're
question.
claiming that people
hold on,
are
does-
making stock? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I think doesn't everybody have
I
a
wanna
wrench
see
in
if-
Mike's chat?
Well, a
I'm
lot of
not
people,
sure,
yeah.
but I want to see if Crazy Digo's wife had any more questions.
No, she hasn't. I've just come up to say one thing, and I'm going to say this friendly. Paige, shush while the adults are talking.
Dingo, don't say
Cut
that.
that bitch off. Next caller.
So D, at this point, the family has clearly said they've paid for everything what they need. You've raised, from what you said, approximately $300. What do you need money for still? Then
I haven't posted my PayPal.
no, you said earlier in the stream that you've raised approximately $300.
No, I said approximately 200.
Okay, we'll say 200. But what do you still need money for? Everything's been taken care of by the family, his immediate family.
I'm not posting my PayPal.
That wasn't the question.
Shelly, you're
Yeah.
so
Then I'm not. If I'm not posting my PayPal, that doesn't mean I need anything.
Okay.
What money has been raised will go to whatever Amanda wants it to go to. If she wants it to go to
Florida.
flowers, it'll go to flowers. If she wants it to go to food, it'll go to food. Whatever she wants it to be.
Okay.
Are you? Somebody's asking. Are you modded in? I don't know if they've already said it in Mike Taylor's. I think they might have asked you, but I didn't hear the answer.
I think everybody's modded in Mike Taylor's.
I'm not
You
surprised.
I'm not either.
Hey,
The
Shelly,
question
Shelly, I've got
is,
I've got a question. Is D. John's modded in your channel? I believe she is, right?
Yes,
think
I am.
so.
Okay, so there's somebody with D. John's avatar. D. John's is the name. That's not a mod. That put in your chat. Scammed y'all. I am not sorry. So obviously, that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that person in timeout.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah, good idea.
That's awesome.
remove that comment. You know, but that
You're doing the right
obviously people are putting up fake accounts.
Yeah, that's a daily. Cindy's
Well,
trying
the
to
D.
come
Johns
up.
and Mike Taylor
Anybody
family.
wanna-
Johns,
Does
you've got
anybody
a
want to
wrench in
dip out?
my.
Or?
Yeah, I'll drop out very shortly. D. Johns, you've got a wrench in Mike Taylor's stream, and you were posting your PayPal link in there. I've just read that in chat. End of the story. I'm out of here.
Yeah, why would a stock account post a PayPal?
Bye,
anyway?
Dingo. Thanks for coming up, Dingo. Cindy, hi. What's going on?
Cindy. I love Cindy. I think she's so good because she just she speaks the truth.
Big D, and I'm always
Next caller.
Sorry.
Okay, well, we've had all kinds of questions. We've danced, we've hollered, we've yelled, we've screamed, whatever. Let's get down to one big question. Are you done asking for money, or are you still going to ask for money?
I could I could post it if people want to pay. That's fine. If they don't want to, they don't have to.
Hey, now, damn it, y'all leave my fucking sock account alone. I can't type in the chat because Shelly still has me banned.
The adults are talking. Be quiet.
There is a question in chat. If people want refunds, can they get refunds?
I'm the fake. I'm the fake DJ in the chat. Y'all leave my account alone, goddamn it.
So you're still going to continue to post it and just leave it with the scenario. If they want to, they can't. Is that what you're telling us?
Sheesh. I was down in the basement for a half hour.
I don't know if I am or not. This has caused such an uproar. I've tried to be nice and ask in the community to help, and I've got nothing but shit. I'm trying to deal with the death of someone that was close to me, whether anybody thinks whether we were together or not together. None of you know. I've told you personal issues that were going on between, and that's not good enough. So I'm not going to discuss it anymore. Anybody can think whatever they want to think, and you can do whatever you want to do. I came up here because I'm friends with Shelly, and I thought I could at least get a word edgewise. And I'm great that Pat's up here and Harry's up here.
Well, Shelly
and
gave
Cindy.
you a long time.
The only thing I can say is, in my opinion, don't count with a hill of beans.
It's not true,
if
Cindy.
you're going to be more transparent, is say it's for flowers and food. That would be my opinion.
Yes.
But to me, you ain't got no right doing it because it ain't our business to buy your flowers and food. But if you're gonna do it, at least be honest and say it's flowers and food. But Cindy, Harry, Shelley, everybody else, we don't have to buy your flowers and food. And if you're really grieving, quit talking to us and go grieve.
I came up here because Shelly sent me a personal message and asked me to come up. I wasn't going to come up.
I'm glad you did, and I think Shelley is too.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
Pat's question kind of got squashed over.
Bullshit.
Hold on, Shelley, 1 second.
What was the question?
If people want refunds, can they get refunds?
Yes.
I want a refund.
You have to pay to get a refund.
Well, Andrew,
Yeah.
you didn't put anything in it.
Yes, I did. My unreliable, credible sub account did.
I'm one of the anonymous people, so can you refund me?
That's me.
How much did you donate?
$50.
Odin didn't donate a goddamn thing either. So
Shut up!
You shut up.
Let's go.
Listen, D. Johns, I want to know, did you set up the pool? And if you set up the pool, how much did you set it up for? And
No, I did not set up a pool.
And I was just concerned, how much were you asking for?
No,
Did
she
it
said
not
from the very
matter?
beginning, Shelley. No, she said from the very beginning, Shelley. She said from the very beginning she had no idea how to set up a pool.
I know. So I didn't know if somebody helped her or not.
Two people volunteered to help her.
I have not set one up at all.
So there wasn't
No,
a
from
set
what I've
amount that you
seen
were
and what
looking
I've
for.
seen on Paul, right. And from what I've seen on Polly's and from Mike Miller. No, she just did her PayPal from what I've seen on Polly's. And Scott, she did answer my question. She said she would give refunds.
She won't give me my refund.
So if you donated and you want your money back, that's between you and Dee, and I wouldn't refund you either. I'd time you out.
Some people are saying they
I
don't
will
believe
time
the
you
200.
out.
Would you show how much was donated, or is that not appropriate to ask?
Oh, it's not appropriate. That gives too much information.
There's too much information out there.
Nobody's asking Andrew for fucking legal advice, please.
There was a person that donated it and directly asked me, put his screen name and his real name, and asked me not to release his real name.
Of course.
So you black it out.
No,
why would you give me his real name? It's so stupid.
Kenny, I'm going to drop you down. I think somebody's trying to come up real quick.
Because I'm not going to dox people.
I want what I am entitled to.
You're entitled
Listen to what you just said. You just said he put his real name and his internet name and asked you not to dox him. Why would he even put his real name on there if that makes no fucking sense?
Andrew, I don't know. That's what it said when it came across PayPal. That was in the note.
Hey, Shelly, why is
Normally,
why
you
is
donate
Booty
on
Wart
PayPal, normally your name is there.
why is Booty Warts being blocked? He unsubbed
There's
for me, by the
nobody.
way.
Nobody
Because he's a
can.
booty.
Nobody can block him, and that's fine. You know, we can deal with that later. I'm in the
He's crying.
middle of something here, and there's
He's
nobody who
crying.
can block. Okay, Odin. There's nobody
He's
who can
crying.
block him. All right, I'm gonna have
What
to.
Odin,
Somebody's
stop.
trying to come up. Somebody's trying to come up, so I have to block. I have to drop somebody, not block. I have to drop
Yeah,
somebody.
I'm not.
I'll go, Shelly. I'll go. But will you unblock the
You can take me.
drama?
I'm really not doing anything beneficial.
You want to unblock
There's
my
a shocker.
drama?
No.
Excuse me?
No, drama.
What the fuck, Shelly?
Paige just fill her glass up. She'll-
Shelley, you need to put a
what?
banner up that says, I'm not unblocking anybody today.
Well, I didn't say today. In general.
What are you doing, Harry Balls? What sort of service are you
The
providing?
adults are talking.
Odin?
That's
Shut
me,
They're
girl.
saying to drop. They're saying they want Odin dropped or something.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
The chat has said drop Odin.
Sweet.
Oh,
Bye.
no, I'm dropping off. I just want you to unblock my drama account later.
Starting at $10, or should I not ask for that, or 10?
No, don't
do it.
Wait, to unblock me?
Start asking for some money, you know.
To unblock me? Oh, no,
Yeah,
wait,
it goes
no.
over one color.
Shelly, I'll just go ahead and break out the second set of sock accounts. Never mind. You'll have more to ban. That's fucking stupid.
No.
Hey,
I'm not asking to do. I wasn't even talking
He's
about
such a
him.
narcissist. He's like, oh, they're talking about me when nobody was
I wasn't even
about him.
talking about him.
You're fucking
We said it at the
stupid.
same time. Yeah.
Oh, the
Dirty Blonde, I
person,
see your comment. She's saying that's not her, so I don't know what
would
to
the
tell you.
person playing with their hair tell the chat who they are?
Yes.
Is
Hi,
that Polly
Cindy.
Crispy?
I love
No.
you, by the way.
People in the chat want to know who the person playing with their hair is.
It's Paige B.
My name is right there.
It's not very big. Who are you?
Me.
Page B.
Cut that bitch off.
That's
Mental.
Cindy, if you don't know who she is.
Sandy.
PAIGE space B. Go to her page. Go to her
Blow me,
page.
nigga.
You'll be
Blow
more
me.
than entertained.
Look, you and I got kicked out. Oh my God.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, boss.
Jimmy.
Oh,
Hello.
Cindy, you and I used to be on Rick's streams together, remember?
Hello, Paige.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, Shelley. Let's cut
Who's
through
that?
the crap. Let's cut through the crap.
Uh-huh.
DJ,
Okay.
when
Hello,
someone
Jimmy.
dies, the first thing you do is check out a funeral home or several, and you get prices on burials, plots, cremation, priests, whatever. Okay? Then you take that shit back to the family and decide, and friends, who's going to chip in, which way you want to run, and who's going to chip in for what. Then you e-beg, if you're going to fucking beg at all.
This is
You
the
didn't
I
do
was
that,
just kidding,
D-Johns.
guys. I was just kidding
You
about
never had a
that.
target, D-Johns. You
Jimmy.
had no idea of the
Jimmy.
cost.
Jimmy.
I gave
The
you $5.
family didn't even.
Bullshit.
Yes, it was. It was $3,000. I'm trying to tell you guys.
Wait a minute. They did not even tell the coroner that that the man was married. Nobody notified me directly. I found out about it on a post. That's when I contacted his daughter.
Is he at the funeral home?
You found out he died from a post?
Yes, I did. A community awareness post.
Too many holes in the story,
D. John, is he at the funeral home?
Yes, he is at the funeral home.
Okay, Tommy, would you put up Tommy Larson's thing where it says, Cindy, is this a scam?
So if he's, hold on a second, Cindy.
No,
So
not
if he's
that
at the
one.
funeral home, if he's at the funeral home, who signed the release from the coroner's office? And if they want to do an autopsy,
Wait, her husband's at the.
I refused to sign it. They
But
want
how is he
my
at the funeral
signature.
home? Right? But then how is he at the funeral home then?
They moved him over there without
the-
any signature. Then his daughter said that I had to go to the funeral home, and sign a release. I'm not signing a release. I talked to the coroner. I'm not signing a release until they're done with their investigation.
But that's just it, the coroner would not release a body until they were finished with the autopsy.
Did you find it, Shelley?
Yeah, it'll be-
9:59.
The coroner said if they wanted to do one, that they would, that it would be not up to the family to say whether they would or would not do an autopsy. It was up to the coroner's office.
Yeah,
They
but
went
what I'm saying
ahead.
is they don't send them out and then say, bring them back over here. They don't typically do that. They don't do that.
And
When
you're
I
kind
went
of
there-
backtracking.
No,
Hold
when
on,
I
you-
went,
Okay,
when
go
I
ahead,
went
I'm
there,
sorry.
today is the first day that I've been able to talk personally to the coroner and to the funeral home. I had the option to go on Saturday. I could not go Saturday to the funeral home, so I went today. They said I had to sign paperwork for them to do what do you call it? To cremate him.
Mhm.
Okay,
And
Tommy
I'm
Larson has a question.
Hold on,
At
Cindy.
9:59,
Yes,
Tommy
Cindy.
Larson says, Cindy, is this a
please.
scam?
Yeah, there's a plane
What?
here from Wilma.
Cindy, I love you, dear. I really do. But can you just let Dee finish, please, hon?
I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't hear.
The coroner told me today that this was the first time he'd even found out that the man was married, and all the information that he had was going to be stopped given to anybody else because I'm the legal one that can only get the information.
Okay, that part is correct. But earlier you had said that the coroner was going to do an autopsy. That he
The
had
coroner
not
had-
done one.
They said that the man that I talked to said that if they wanted to do one, they could do it and the family could not do anything about it.
Multiple people in chat are
Right.
saying that you said on Polly's that the autopsy was already done.
And usually what they do is they'll take tissue samples, hair samples, renal samples, blood samples, and if they want, they can do all the chemical checks from that. You know, except earlier you did say that the body had not been released yet, and you refused to sign it because the family wanted them cremated, and you did not want them cremated.
No, what I said was the funeral home has him. They want to. The family wants him cremated. I'm
And
going
you would
on
not
what the.
sign-
I'm not
Right, and you
signing
said you
it.
would-
I'm not signing it until after I finish talking to the coroner. The coroner is supposed to call me back, so I'm not releasing anything until I talk to them.
But the body's already been released. They won't release a
So-
body to a because once
said
you
he's at the
release a
funeral
body,
home. He
right?
said he's at the funeral
And once you and once you release the body, no matter what happens after that, you lose all chain of custody. So if let's say there was foul play, you could not utilize that body for evidence at that point.
We
I'm
got
not saying
somebody
there's-
coming up. Hi.
Okay,
He's
Harry.
already been embalmed, John. They can't do a
Wait,
funeral.
hold on, hold on, hold on, guys. Hold on.
He is
Cindy.
not-
Hey,
he's not-
Hey, stop. Hey, who's here? Hello. Okay. They didn't say anything. All right. Sorry, D-Johns. What were you saying? I think we've steered away from the money topic.
Yeah.
And that's
Can
kind of what we
I
were talking
ask,
about. We're getting into really
Does somebody have
personal
a
shit.
floaty? Does
Have a
somebody
what?
have a floaty? A floaty. I'm driving in this.
Floaty?
I'm drowning in this bullshit, and I need somewhere floating.
Oh God.
Hey, Harry, if they can't do anything after the body's been released, then why do they sometimes actually exhume a body after it's been buried?
No, that's a whole different reason.
He's
Whole
for
different
DNA.
reasons. They can do it through bone marrow.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
the point is that sometimes they can do some. They're not going to do a whole autopsy, but sometimes there are things that they can do after the body's been released.
No, you're right. Yeah, I'm not going to. You're right. But
Those are extraordinary cases. This is a routine thing.
Right.
Here.
Right.
But
And the statement was made
Right,
earlier.
and they're probably and the coroner probably was not intending on doing an autopsy. It probably seemed like, hey, it looks like a heart attack or whatever, and
Santa.
you know, there's no reason to do anything. But you know,
Santa. The coroner does his job before they release the body. because
Usually.
after it's cremated, it's fucking late.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
can't
Harry's
exhume.
trying to explain.
Once it's cremated, they can't exhume a cremation.
Well, that's true. That's
Exactly.
true, and that's why they're wanting a signature before they do the cremation.
Sorry,
Because after all
Johns.
these days, he's been embalmed.
No, he has not been
No,
embalmed.
don't say embalmed. Cindy, do not say embalmed again, please. Thank you. Okay.
Why not?
Just don't. Just don't. Because
It's a Jello restaurant.
because it's a rabbit hole we don't need to go down because there's no indication of that. And there's no, they're talking about burial and cremation and the bodies, right? But I don't know why we're talking about embalming.
But the bottom line
If
is,
they're going to do a cremation, they're not going to
Because
embalm
he was
them.
talking about getting an autopsy.
And the
Look.
embalming is not done at the coroner's, Cindy. It's done at the
It's a
funeral
funeral.
home. And when there's a
According-
cremation, they don't embalm.
according to the Facebook posts, and you've got to take these people on their fucking word. They're the family. We don't know them. The shit's dealt with. It's handled. There's no need for fucking fundraising. It's done.
Yep.
And
Hey,
if
good,
anything
great.
continues from now, it's fucking scam. It's
Okay,
that,
on that note.
simple.
Yeah, I agree. Beautiful transition because that brings up why I came back up here. Because before I left, Dijon, you said that you found out Saturday night that the family had taken care of that. Had paid for the expenses, and that was after your campaign that earlier that day where you put your PayPal account out and you got the ball. The ball was rolling. It was being spread around other places, and so when you found out Saturday night that the family was taken care of, had paid for the expenses, didn't you think maybe to
Andrew.
contact Polly? I'm sorry? Didn't you think
was
to maybe contact Polly and say, hey, look, because Polly's got a pretty good Discord, a lot of people in it, say, look, I just found out from the family, they took care of it. You know, tell everybody, call it off. Call it off. I don't need the money after all. It's been taken care of.
And
Did you
don't
do
put
that?
your PayPal out on Catnat's stream. That was fucked.
Yeah, we were concerned about that and why that happened.
That
I
was
don't know.
absolute
I don't
bullshit.
even know who. I know Catnap being in this chat here, her modding in here. I didn't know that she had even had anybody had did a memorial for her.
Oh,
What stream? Jimmy, what stream was that?
Oh, you've got to be next level retarded if you didn't know that stream was all about Catnat's passing.
What stream was it, Jimmy? I don't even know what
Let's have a
stream.
look.
Oh,
Here
Jesus,
you go.
Steve.
You've got
There you
Taco
go.
and Josh's
It was,
stream. You've got Burglar's stream. Do you want me to keep going down the list for
It
you?
was on Taco.
Can I ask
What?
you a
It
question?
was on Taco
Shelley.
Josh.
Wait, what? What?
That's
When was
the
that
Shelley,
stream?
I'm
When
going to
was
get
it?
off
Yes,
this. I'm going to get off this frigging merry-go-round. I don't like this ride. She's
Yeah,
making
this
me
is getting
dizzy.
ridiculous. I'm out of here,
Tell you,
Shelby.
let's
Right.
Yeah,
hey,
they-
let's
they-
let's
they-
go
they-
back a couple. Hang on, Andy. Hang on, Andy.
Let's do
And
one
let's
at
go
a time,
back a
okay,
couple of
Jimmy?
months. Go back a couple of fucking months. When Dijon's claimed to have paint thrown on a door and slashed tires and did a fundraiser there.
Okay. Besides that, John, you just say that he's been cremated.
Again,
Well,
before Dijon, this is another one. Sorry, mate.
I-
And to do it on Catnat stream was fucked.
I can't hear when two people are talking.
I don't understand this. I'm
Earlier-
confused as all get out. I'm confused. What kind of panel is this? I mean, maybe I asked a simple question, and now we're talking about, did you try to reach out to Paulie after you found out the family paid for the services Saturday night and say, look, call everything off? Good news, great news. I mean, it's been taken care of, and the
No,
pressure
'cause
was
she said
alleviated
that-
from you.
She said that she
Naven.
found out afterwards, but then we heard her say she found out beforehand, so I don't know.
No, wait a minute. I went on Polly's, talked to Polly's later on Saturday morning, afternoon. Later that evening is when I found out that Amanda had paid for the funeral part of it.
Right, and then what did you do?
Then Sunday, I've already told Harry. Sunday, I did not come on anybody's panel. I'm not on any I'm
You
not
could
in
reach
any
out.
Discord.
You could have made a
do
comment.
Discord, no.
You could have made a comment on Paulie's stream that he had when you his last stream. Say you could have reached out, and Paulie would have spread the words, that hey, look,
Yeah.
it's been taken care of. But you didn't do any of that.
No, I didn't. I went to church Sunday and I took the day to myself.
Which makes sense.
Would have been
yeah.
on my mind. It would have been on my mind. Holy crap! I just did a fundraising for a funeral, and it's already been paid for. I'd been like, hey, let me take 5 minutes and kind of clear this up.
I didn't know Polly had even had a later panel that night.
You could have made a comment on that stream that he had. You should say, hey, look, I just got word from the family that it was taken care of. I'm so thankful, and don't worry about just kind of put the word out in your Discord or wherever else. It would have spread like wildfire that the family would take care of it. People probably would have been happy for it. But no, you didn't say anything.
Navin, I'm not on Discord, and Sunday I was
You
not
don't
on the
have to be.
internet.
You don't have to
I
be.
took the day off.
Well, okay, bad. Not.
And I should have,
Doesn't look good.
that's my bad. I should have came to whatever panel and said something. I took the day off. I took time for
have to go
myself,
to a
and it was
panel.
Easter.
You could
All
have
right,
reached
so
out
News New
anytime.
England.
Okay, I'm done. Yeah. Okay.
Navin, I'm
No,
not,
Navin, don't
I'm
leave.
not having you
Don't
out.
leave.
Don't leave.
God damn it. Can I ask a
I
question?
want to hold on. I want to say something about Brian because he's here. D-Johns, these people are just fucking with you. Tell him to go screw off and do what you need to cover the costs of your late husband. The surviving
covered,
spouse is
aren't
the
they?
one responsible.
Has he
for
been
all
listening?
deaths. I don't think he knows about the messages. Okay, what
So
were you
can I-
saying, Drama?
Okay, so earlier you used to talk about cremate, and now earlier you said he's going to have a closed casket.
No, I said it would be a closed casket if the showing, because he laid for 4 or 5 days. The coroner said he laid 4 or 5 days. His body was already past rigor mortis and into decomposition. They will not have an open casket. The man he was 6'3" and he weighed 140 pounds. They're not going to have an open casket.
Okay, great. So, and the last question I have for you, I'll leave you alone. Who told you that they had to have your signature to release the property and the person?
The funeral home, his daughter, and the coroner.
They lied to you. Because I'm looking at the coroner's office to release property directly to the legal next of kin, any person with a valid ID. A daughter's next of kin, a sister's next of kin. Those are all next of kin.
The coroner told me that nobody had told him when all this started. Nobody had mentioned that the man was married to me. I found out through a post that he had passed away,
You said
and that they
us
were looking for him.
your signature to release the body or to release the whatever. They don't. They have anybody next of kin.
Well, then why? Then I went to the funeral home today and wanted me to sign to release him because I'm legally responsible for him. Is what she said. I said I'm not signing it until I've talked to the coroner. So I went
right,
and
so-
talked to the coroner today.
So Navin Johnson, you have a question for D-Johns, right?
I'm sharing a
Yeah,
screenshot too that everybody wanted to see.
I did. I mean, she answered it. Now my question was, I think everybody on this panel and probably everybody in the chat, if they went out on a fundraising help and people were reaching out and spreading the word and then found out they didn't need the help, I think they would have taken at least 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, not a whole day to yourself. I'm saying you need time to yourself. I totally get that. But 5 minutes to kind of clear that up, that was just, to me, it seemed to be a normal, I mean, people could have kept donating and more and more, it could have snowballed. Then you'd have had to untangle all that,
Well,
And someone mentioned.
that's
ahead.
my fault. I should have came back on Sunday, but I didn't. I took the day to myself, and I went to church on Sunday. So I didn't. That's why I should have came back on. I just didn't. I
You
stayed
know-
off the internet.
You don't have to go on panel to do that, right? You know what? You can leave a comment on someone's video, especially Polly Crispy, since he was the one that hosted it. You could have just a simple comment. It would have taken you 10 seconds.
What are you showing us, Pat? As
D-Johns, is this you from Mike Taylor's stream today? Is this I see a blue wrench. I see your name.
I can't see it.
It says, D-Johns, I'm not scamming anyone. There is money owed to his daughter, and I have to pay any and all debt he owes, you fucking idiot.
And then down
Ask
here.
the woman. Yeah, then it says, ask the woman he was having an affair with. She is a fine Christian woman.
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
You just said
D,
it
you
wasn't.
said you weren't. Yeah, you said you weren't on Mike's stream today. I clearly asked you that.
Was this today's stream?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, it's today's stream. Yeah.
How do you not remember saying something like that today?
Because, because Mike comes on different regular times. You never know
Right,
when he's going to be on.
We're not asking when
Right.
Mike went on. We're asking if he's made those comments. And that was.
And you said
that it
yeah.
would have been fresh.
This is from the day. And you said today you were not on Mike's. Because this is where the PayPal link was posted earlier today also.
It's
On
right
the same
before
stream.
Anonymous went live, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know who Anonymous is, but yeah, that's me in that chat.
Anon.
Anon. You know who that is. You mentioned it earlier. Anon.
Or Al-Anon, as
No.
Mike calls it.
I just found out. No, matter of fact, I just found out about somebody sent me a link, and their show was already over with by the time I got home today.
Johns, we're not. Listen, I know it feels like everybody's coming at you, and that is what's happening. I guess we're just trying to find the truth because you do have friends, you do have people who care about you, and we're trying to find out what the truth is, if you knew about it before or after the PayPal.
That has been asked and answered.
Yeah, she said repeatedly. But it goes back to this.
But you guys
post
are
that was
just bringing
there.
up something from today. That's why
No,
I'm asking, because
hold on, Shelly, one
it's
second,
posted
hon.
today.
Correct. Monday. What was asked and answered was, when did she find out about the money being paid? She said she found out late Saturday night. So, right, late Saturday night, that's fine. However, I had asked clearly earlier if she was on Mike Taylor's panel and posted her PayPal. She had said no. I was out all day long busy dealing with all this stuff. It wasn't me. It was a stock account. And that's when people started looking at the stream. They found the stream. Pat just posted this screenshot from Mike Taylor's today, where she admitted, yes, that was me. And that's like Nathan mentioned, it was right before those comments where she had posted her PayPal link.
So that was a lie?
It was definitely not a truth.
News New England wants to see a bill paid in full.
Go take some codeine, Brian. Or oxys, I'm sorry. That's Dan, I know this is a lot of information thrown at you from myself and from Nave and from Pat, and I know some people come up for yelling and stuff like that. That's why I came up, because I don't do that, and you know that, and Pat doesn't, Nave doesn't. We don't act on emotion. We're just asking the questions that everyone wants to know, and it's unfortunately, some of the stuff is not adding up, and even what you said, 35, 45 minutes ago, it's not adding up now as well.
Yes, Mike Two Beagle, she was in my chat last night. Yes.
Hey, Shelly.
Yes, I did ask for people to donate. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What's up?
And those are exactly, and that's exactly right. And the reason we want to know is because things do happen to people where they end up needing help, and we hope that people will be able to help without reservations. Thus, we got to clear all this up, and when something comes up, if you bring it out into the public, asking for money, and then the questions aren't asked, well, you run into situations where people are bitter. And that's what you see it happening all over the place. People are saying, well, I just don't know who to trust. I'm just going to throw my hands in the air and never help anybody ever again, and all this stuff. And we don't want that to happen, because people do sometimes need help. And it's a great thing when people come together and do help people. But we have to know that it's sincere and honest when it does happen.
And I give you a lot of credit. A lot of people, most people would have rage quit by now and said, fuck off, you guys, I'm out.
Yeah,
I give you a lot of credit for dealing with our bullshit.
Hey, we got a special guest here. Go ahead, Booty Wart.
I'm only calling it as I'm hearing it. When asked earlier if she was too busy to be on any streams because she was out running around, and then when it was brought up and shown that she was on a stream where she is wrenched, it was just blown right over.
No, that's what we're talking about now, Booty.
Yeah, did you unsubscribe from me, Booty?
Take my wrench, Anarchic Chick. I unsubbed from your channel. Take my wrench, please.
You had no reason to, but okay. I didn't do anything to you.
Oh, yeah, you're tyrant mods, man. Your AFA mods is ridiculous. Watching
Not just the AFA mods. There's quite a few other mods.
For free speech community, ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's not just
there's other
AFA
mods
mods.
as
It's
well who has
all
been,
kinds of mods that do stuff.
Yeah, you got both mods in here. You got AFA
And
mods.
if you
You
give
have
me
Shell mods, you have
specifics,
Polygon.
that's not really fair for you to say what you're saying to me, that you're going to do that to me. But if you give me specifics, I can make it right. That's all.
You know, Brian was
can I
asking.
as
Shelley,
well,
Brian was
Shelley?
asking- Brian was,
I mean,
I'm
If
sorry,
Brian
talk
wants
one
to
second,
come
Brian.
up, that's fine. Brian,
you
if
have
wanna
you
come
have
up.
you have people in here with wrenches that I really respect and like. Two Beagles, I like her. We get along. There's things we might not. It's just like Harry. We might not agree on other things, but we can respect each other's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Brian made a comment. 1 second, guys. Brian made a comment about wanting to see the receipt for the funeral home. The family has clearly stated, Brian, on multiple sources that the funeral has been paid for outright, that they don't seek any money whatsoever. And and even Dee said that the funeral has been paid for as well. So the dispute about the funeral being paid for, that's a non sequitur. It doesn't matter anymore. The funeral has been paid for. Now I want a vanilla ice cream cone, Pat. Thank you.
I mean, it was my fault for not coming back on Sunday. I didn't even think about it. I took the day off. I took time for myself. I mean, I'm grieving.
Shelley,
As you should, yeah, as you should. I get that. People wanted answers. That's all. Nobody should be attacking you. If anybody else puts in scammer, a liar, or anything like that, dude, I'm literally going to time you out, because it's been said, it's out there that people think that, so you don't have to continue to say it. I don't know.
Shelley,
Just don't. I mean, just don't
Okay,
even
so-
look at chat.
So so just real quick before we don't get confused. So Dejon, you're admitting that you lied earlier about being on Mike Taylor's stream then, because you said you wasn't, but you was. Is that correct?
Correct.
No, that
Correct.
that was
You
a
lied
lie.
earlier. Okay, thank you.
Survey says no. I'm just kidding.
Shelley, could you highlight the comment from Yellow Snowman just above Eagle Spirit and NNE saying LOL? Could you highlight that one, please? John's, a lot of respect for you for that, for what Yellow Snowman called you out for. There are a few of us in the community, not that one, the one where he says, "Good for you, D. Johns." But D. Johns, there are a few of us in the community that we will help out people. No, not that one, where he said, "Good job, D. Johns, for being on panel." There are a few of us in the community that will go out of our way to help those in a time of need. But you also have to understand that there are a shit ton of people that will go out and try and run scams on people to raise money for whatever reason, however they phrase it, however they portray it. And when it comes to light later on that it's a scam, it makes those of us who are willing to actually go ahead and fucking do that a lot more reluctant to help those that are really in a time of need, because we get jaded by that. So
I appreciate what you're saying, and let me address that with you real quick, DSA. I respect what you're saying regarding donating to people who are in need, but I've made this clear before, whether it be with an auditor or even situations like this for people trying to raise money. It's the same as throwing the money in the air. If you're going to give money, I said they had a conversation with Peanut. You donate who you want to donate to. It's your money, but buyer beware. If you give money, there's a strong chance, unfortunately, with this community, that you're being taken advantage of, and it should make you skeptical. It's your own fault. It's the same with the Misty Reardon thing. It's the same with the Raquel thing. It's a shitty situation where you have to, start second guessing yourself. But if you want to give money, give money. That's up to you. We're not disparaging anyone from giving money to anyone. Everyone, for the most part, is adults. You do what you want with your money. But this was something that Heidi was getting upset with me about earlier, the fact people talking about this. I think it's important for any panel to expose these type of things and not just sit there and say, okay, cool, and keep throwing money out there. At least let you make informed decisions of what you want to do with that money.
I agree, Harry Balls. Well said, sir. Now I've come up here. I want to make a push to help Mrs. Drama Dome. I know that it's not a PayPal or anything like that, but we've got to bully Andrew into letting her get a little chihuahua because she wants one and he's saying no to her.
Harry said no to me, and I got one.
No, you had it when you came here already. So.
Shut up.
the ugliest dog ever.
No, it's Dawn. She's so cute.
No.
Yes. I said yes.
Well, that's one
Harry,
rhyme that you
put a cap on it for me.
Well, I can't.
Uh-huh.
She does things to my PP I like.
I got your back, Ace.
You know, and like I said before, I give you a lot of props from up here, and not rage quitting and hauling ass.
No, people would ask questions.
I think we beat the 7 ways to Sunday, and everyone's gonna make their own opinion of you, and you got to do what you got to do.
Be like the dingo. Don't donate to fucking anybody on YouTube.
Word.
There's people.
Probably good advice.
We've talked it out
Yeah.
enough.
I just want if you want to donate. If you don't want to donate, fine. If you want your money back, that's fine. There's a lot of people here on your panel that I respect. I go into other chats that absolutely hate me, but there's mods and people in there that I like and respect. Dutch Doyle, I've been talking to him. I think he's a nice man. I even asked him if he would have a panel where Harry and I could talk about the auditing and what he thought and what his opinion was and what my opinion was. I'd enjoy a conversation with someone it's not screaming and hollering. I love to be able to have a conversation and exchange ideas.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Taryn
Absolutely.
Dixoff, thank you very much for hiding that one that somebody was trying to dox somebody else. Well, actually, they did dox them. So I appreciate you hiding that, and good lookout.
Johns, if you really honestly truly need help with any part of this, you let me know. But be honest and forthcoming with all the information given on what you need it for or what you might want it for. Okay? If you are truly in need, I will help if I can. But don't put any false leads into what you're needing it for. All right? And I'm telling you this seriously. This is truly from the heart. But just be honest and forthcoming with all information you have. And if it's for personal reasons, just let that be known too. Don't put it under false pretense. That's all I'm asking.
That's why I'm up here today.
Yeah, I think Dee's learned that, and it's a learning experience for everyone, especially when you're put in that situation. It is what it is. And Brian, no one's trying to screw her over. No one's from Masswell's being rude to her. No one from Masswell's beating up on her.
There's some out here trying to get people to leave to go to another stream. That's not cool either.
Yeah, I mean, so
Hey, D-Johns, are you modding from the panel? Because I saw that somebody was. Let me see. Unhidden.
Can somebody
unhidden
please?
By you? So hold on. Excuse me, I'm speaking.
Somebody hid.
Brown eyes gal.
Yes, and I unhid her. She doesn't like me, but it's still. There's no reason to hide her. I don't.
You were the
think-
one that hit her, D. John.
No, but you hit her. Yeah, you hit her, and then you unhid her. So that was
unhid
just
her.
an
Yeah.
accident.
Yes, I.
That was an accident. Okay, I didn't see
Shelley,
that until just now.
on your panel, I don't hide people. I might time them out, or
But
I
you
might
did
delete.
hide her, but it was an accident. You
It was
hit her,
an
but
accident.
Okay,
It was
I
an
got you. I didn't
accident.
see that at first.
So,
No,
so were you unhide my
Okay.
my D. John Sock account?
Pardon?
Was the one unhide my D. John Sock account? Because it got hidden a while ago.
No, I did not hide it.
No, that's supposed to be unhide.
That was
So-
me who did that.
Why would you hide my sock account?
You're a
I didn't
tyrant.
know it was your sock account when I did it.
Tyrant.
Stock account was hidden because the stock could stand up by itself.
That was me
All
who
right.
did that.
Well, I think
stand by it.
I'm done with the seriousness of all of this.
Oh, Shelley,
I like
be
turtles.
quiet. Let the
I
adults
like
talk.
turtles.
I like
I am
turtles.
an adult. Okay. So,
I wish you
Hey,
had
can I say something?
Go ahead, Hank.
back at you.
Like,
Immature.
Bruh.
Hey,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Glenn. Go ahead. Go ahead, Glenn.
I want to say, go ahead and get the pretty piece Wobble.
Talk if you want.
Did you eat your vitamins today, Glenn?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, and take your vitamins and blow me, bitch.
Which one do you want first?
Blow me, nigga. Blow me.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Bullying. That's bullying.
It is. And you know what else is bullying?
Okay,
DFK, you need to
that's
stop
bullying.
drinking. You need to stop drinking, DFK.
Okay.
Okay?
Hey,
I'm
that's
gonna drop down,
bullying.
guys.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
I'll lay some
Sorry
smack
for
down
the
on.
loss.
What,
Knock
Harry?
it down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
dropping
what's
down.
up.
Shelly, Hey, Shelly, thanks for letting me
Okay,
out. D,
Harry.
good luck to you and the family. You guys have
You're
a good
welcome,
night.
Harry. Harry, you added a lot to the panel tonight. I
Harry, you're
appreciate
not
it.
leaving. You'll always
Thank
be
you.
up here. Look.
Thank you, Harry.
No problem,
We
hon.
got
Talk
two
to you guys
hairy
later.
we got two hairy balls up here.
Well, that's
Okay.
right. You got two hairy balls.
So DFK, this is the right. This is the intervention. I would like for you to stop drinking. Okay.
Please don't give DFK a hard time.
And give Andrew a car. And give Andrew a car.
DFK does have a good
I
heart.
know, I got me a fucker. Yo, Jimmy.
I like Glenn.
And give Andrew a car.
I don't think he has any more cars. I already got his out of the driveway, like he
You
requested.
bitch. Oh.
Okay, be a little uncomfortable. We're gonna say I had a pit bull in Shaggy on both sides of them. Which one gonna get me first?
Boxhead.
I don't know. Matchbox.
Boxhead.
Fox
Boxhead.
said, the Australian gentleman's trying to talk to you.
What's going on, Jimmy?
Now, try and keep
What's new
up.
in your neck of the
Boxhead.
woods?
Yeah, Jimmy,
Okay.
please talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking. I respect you. You and I get along.
I'm thinking it's very simple. First, if someone dies, you go and get the cost of a cremation or a burial or rah, 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 rah. Then
Right.
you go back to the family with those costs and figure out who's going to chip in which, what, where, or why. Now, you never did that.
Jimmy, I
Because
didn't
if
have.
you did go to the let me talk.
Well, can
If
I
you
say
went to
just
the
let me say one
family-
thing? They
No,
did not
no,
notify
if
me
you
as
went-
his wife. That's why I didn't have the
you
chance to go first.
fuck
His daughter
the
did.
wife, if you went to the
But go ahead.
family, you would have known the costs were covered. But you didn't. You just fucking ripped off the public. And I don't care what you
No.
say, how you want to paint it, that's the bottom fucking line. I'm sick of everyone fucking sugarcoating shit. You
Jimmy,
scam.
I'm not. No, I did
Now,
not,
you're
and
a
I'm not
repeat
skidding anybody.
scammer. You've got history of scamming.
How do I have a history of scamming?
Oh,
When have I scammed?
Let's go back to the paint on the door and the slash tire shit. That you scammed money for that as well.
No, I
Your
did not. I
tires were
never
not
asked for money
slashed.
for that. Yes, my tires were slashed and paint was moved on my
Bullshit.
door,
They were
and I moved.
retreads that you drove into the fucking ground. Anyone with half a brain knows what a slashed fucking tire looks like. And then you never showed a photo of the door with paint on it. More bullshit.
I have pictures of the tire.
Yeah, show it. And I'll bet everyone in chat will say that's a fucking retread that's been driven into the ground. There's no fucking slash mark whatsoever on it.
It was a brand
Show
new
it.
vehicle.
Oh, bullshit. So you got history of it, D. Johns?
No, I don't. Shelly,
Yeah,
how do
you
I?
do.
Shelly, how do I put a picture into your chat?
All you have to do is do a screen share, which is at the bottom, all the way to the right, next to invite, and then I'll pick it up on my side.
And then the moving trucks that you scammed for as well.
I never received a dime for moving trucks.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're part of the AFA crew. Josh is the biggest fucking career criminal out there. You scam non-stop. You're a part of it. You got a
Okay.
history, mate. I'm sorry. I call shit the way it fucking is. I got no dog in this fight, but I can smell bullshit a mile away.
That's a good thing
And the
about us
whole
Aussies.
fucking family has come out on Facebook. They've appeared in streams and said, do not send this woman any fucking cash. Now, who can deny that? You just got caught out lying 5 minutes ago by Harry saying you did not post your PayPal in Taylor's stream, and you fucking did. You've got zero credibility, lady. You just fucking shit on everyone listening to you here and now. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. And that 200 that you may have raised from PayPal, may be anonymous, you should get in touch with PayPal and give it the fuck back. They'll find out who the anonymous people are. Shame on you. Scamming off a man's death so you can profit. The man left you a year ago or more. Shame on you.
He's been in contact with me. I knew he was
big
back in
fucking
Indiana.
deal. He's probably wanting fucking alimony or some shit from you. Who fucking knows? Probably wanting money for booze. Who fucking knows? He left you over a year ago to be with some other chick.
No, he didn't leave. No, he did not leave me a year ago to be with another chick. He beat the shit out of me, drunk, and I put a restraining order on him
And
and
I'm
put him out
sorry
of the
for that.
house.
I'm sorry for that if that happened. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's got
fucked up.
fucking nothing to do with what we're talking about here and now. You're trying to cash in, and
no, I'm not.
It was shameful of you to put your PayPal in Catnat's fucking stream. How dare you?
I don't know. I
Unlike
don't even know what Catnat's stream was.
Unlike you, Catnat was fucking loved by everyone. How dare you try and mooch money on that stream? Fuck you for that. You're a next level piece of shit. Shame on you. I don't give a fuck when anyone thinks you try and prove me wrong. You scam people. You're a disgrace of a human. See you, Shelley. Thanks for having me. Love to chat.
So what is the bottom line on this? We just heard what Jimmy said. Okay. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. That's his opinion. I'm not scammed. This is the first time I came on and asked for any kind of money. Yeah, I did tell people. I made it a comment known that when I had got doxxed off of, if I remember right, I think it was Polly. Somebody had doxxed me. They put Donnie's name in there. You know, you people don't even know that there's a lot more to the story than what anybody's getting. There's family issues going on here. I don't have a problem with his daughter. His daughter's upset that somebody started that fund, and that was not me. She just wants some peace and quiet, and nobody here. My mistake was not coming back Sunday and explaining. I took the day to myself. It was Easter, and yeah, and Mike Taylor's panel. I hit my PayPal. If anybody wants to donate to that or to anything else, who doesn't do that?
D. Johns, in my opinion, you requested help, okay? And you posted your PayPal, and I posted it, other people posted it, etc. Okay? Then you found out that all expenses were being paid.
Not all.
That's what it said in the messages. At what point were you going to come back to the community and say that they have been paid for? I only need this much money now. Can you still help?
Shelley, this is the first panel I've been on since any of this has happened. I was on Polly's panel when it first happened. I came and talked to you, and then I've been busy. I haven't been, back on YouTube.
I
dropped into Mike Taylor's, and then I started getting messages of what was going on. So I tried to go over and watch the ADONs and see what was said there. And then I seen that you came on, and then you sent me a personal message and asked me to come on. So I came on to answer questions.
I did because I had questions. But listen to me, D. Johns. If you found out Saturday about this and I was on last
I gotta
night.
go. Y'all be
I
careful.
would. Okay, Glenn.
Take
I
care,
wish
Glenn.
that you, if it were me, I would have said, "Hey guys, I just found out that they are gonna help me with the funeral costs, so I'll only need this much for this." If you had just done that, none of this would be even talked about right now. But we had to find out the hard way by finding out through other people and not you. So
My
that's where
mistake.
that's
My
where
mistake that Shelly. My mistake. I took a day off by myself, went to church, and had a day of mourning by myself. I'm still in mourning. I'm still dealing with this. I should have came back. I didn't have.
Panel, and then you were on. You were there though.
I
You
was
were
on
there. You had the opportunity to say something, to clear it up, to give the new information that we had to find the hard way. If it were me, I would have done that. I would have been given the courtesy of letting people in the community know.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now, Shelly.
Hey, lady.
Cindy?
You have gotten so many lies going, you can't even remember them.
Cindy, that's not true.
Cindy, take it easy. Take it easy.
Do you realize, I ain't taking it easy. Do you realize they just caught you lying about being on Taylor's stream, and you just got done telling Shelly you ain't been on a stream, but yet you just was caught being on Taylor's? You said Shelly's was the first one you'd been on.
To discuss it, I didn't go up on Mike's panel. I jumped in his chat and seen what was going on because there was a sock account in there talking shit.
Well, I'd be hoping that he's not beating his new girlfriend like he did that to you, and you're mourning over him, and he beat you. So that's fucked up.
Do you know you have an excuse for everything? You wasn't on Taylor's, then you got caught, so you was on Taylor's. Now you're getting called out about not being on Taylor's, being on Taylor's, and now you was on Taylor's because a sock account was doing something.
Cindy,
you have a story for everything.
Cindy, it doesn't matter because anything I say, they're not going to believe. Some people will believe, some people won't. Everybody has their own opinion. They can make their own opinion.
Well, people don't have to make their own opinion and stuff. If you told, my father always said, a good liar has to have a good memory. You don't have a good memory.
Okay, Cindy.
You don't have a good memory.
D. Johns, were you on my panel last night? Just tell me that, please. I can't remember.
Yes, she was. That's when she asked for the 3,000.
So D. Johns, why
that's
didn't
when
you
she dropped the
tell
PayPal.
me? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I was there with you, Shelly. That's
Why
when she asked for the 3,000.
And I was watching, and I saw the PayPal link get dropped.
You could have told us last night. That's when I asked you about the age of your daughter.
I would have known that.
You could have told us last night.
I could have
Lady,
given out
you're a
a
scammer.
different story, like a different information to the story.
Oh,
Shelly,
shit.
I'm doing this right now.
They're thinking, oh, shit, I've been caught out by another lie. Oh, no. Oh, no. How do I spin it this time?
I don't have to spin anything. I'm here
you
right
don't have
now.
to spin it. Let's stop spinning. Let's just take a breath. Everyone take a breath. Everyone calm down. There's nothing to spin. There's nothing to tell. D. John is a liar and a scammer. Story over. Everyone
Excuse
in
me.
chat, mark
Cindy,
the time.
can you please say that again, Cindy?
The
I had to
only
change
way
over
you
my
can say it
tape
is
while I
if
was
you can
recording.
prove it. The only way you
Mark
can say
your
it is if
time.
you can prove it.
We can prove it.
I
She
know we
told them-
can.
We've marked your time. D. John can't keep her story straight. She keeps getting caught in lies. She's scamming for money. His family's already said they don't need the money. So
So I'm a scammer and a liar because I would like to donate money to the family, to my family, to make sure that there's flowers or there's things that are done. Whatever they want done.
Wait a minute.
We were played.
Wait a minute.
No, we were not played.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Ho. You can't donate money to the family because they don't want you around. What are you going to do? Fax it to them? Mail
That's
it
not-
to them?
that's
Federal
not-
Express.
I have talked to Amanda. That what she has put in there is not directed at me.
Okay, it's very simple. We could stop all this. Shelly can start a new stream on waxing your eyebrows, doing your hair, because this stream, if Shelly wants to, can stop it and she can change it to Dijon scammed the community, lied to the community. End of story. May her husband rest in peace. May his family grieve quietly, and may Dijon leave his family the hell alone.
If you're caught in one lie, guys, that depletes your credibility dramatically. If you're caught in 5 lies, you lose friends. Period.
And can I suggest, Shelley, that you talk about cooking rabbit stews?
Stop.
Yeah, I'm all for changing the topic. I'm all for changing the topic because look, this is whether you love or
We're
hate
running it in a
or
circle.
ambivalent about Dijon's, we're running in a circle, and this is not only hurting her, and I know some people want this to hurt her, but it's hurting the rest of the family too. I think it's time to drop this. Everybody's got their opinion. If you want to give her money, give her money. If you don't want, if you
won't be
don't,
dropped
okay,
until she
but
comes clean and she apologizes. Otherwise, it's going to keep going. You know that.
What
If-
more?
if-
I've already
what more-
apologized,
what-
Cindy. What more could I apologize for? I have apologized, Shelley.
what?
That
There's
you
nothing
knew
she
about
could.
this and you were not honest. That's what.
Because I
Shelley,
didn't
she's
come back
not
on
going to.
Sunday. I'm not judge, jury, and executioner.
We just need to move on to something else that's more
I
interesting.
think we
That's
all
right.
need a bloody coffee.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Shelley, it's time to change topics and move on because she's not going to admit nothing because in her eyes, a scammer, a person like that, they never do anything wrong. It's always our fault. We misunderstood. We took it the wrong way. We misconstrued and all that. She's not going to apologize. She's not going to do any of that. So what else do you want to talk about?
Well, I won't. I refuse to be gaslighted. And seriously, though, it's right in your face, Dijon. On Sunday, you did not come clean with the truth that we had to find out later.
Yeah.
So anything about that at all? It wasn't what we thought it was on Sunday when you knew on Saturday. It wasn't what we thought it was. It was something else. It was something lesser than what it was on before Saturday. She's not going to answer me because she's on mute.
Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know the woman. I'm upset over this situation because she basically, I'm just going to say, she conned a lot of people.
She did.
Might be the wrong wording, but I suggest she goes off. She takes a bit of time, and she thinks of how she's going to word her apology.
Here's Amanda.
And
You guys can talk to Amanda. Amanda, when did you paid for the thing or for the funeral Saturday? When I talked to you, I did not know that you guys had paid for it.
Yeah, I didn't communicate that with you. That was my fault.
Shelley, can I just
You
bring
just
up
said that
something
you
what
found
you
out on
said about
Saturday.
me?
Oh my God. I just can't
I'm
keep
not-
up with the story.
Shelley, stop. Shelley, stop, please. Shelley,
Oh my God. What?
we don't know who is talking. If that is
Oh
really,
my God, Cindy, please don't put any
that
more
is
drama
really
into
a
it.
grieving person, we don't want to make it worse. But being the fact
I
that
agree
no.
with Cindy.
being the fact that we know we have an issue with a liar, it could be her neighbor. We don't know.
Oh my
But
God.
being the fact that this could be a grieving person, let's watch what we say.
Yeah, D. Johns, I'm sorry. I have to agree with Cindy. We don't know who you've got there. It could be a grieving family member, right? It could be a neighbor. It could be somebody you've got sat there having a coffee with you, okay? And you could just say it's that person. I'm sorry. I can do the same here, right? I could say I've got somebody sat here and make that person talk, or ask that person to say something, and I could say it's somebody else. It doesn't matter, right? You're hidden behind a screen, behind an avatar. So what I suggest, and I'm going to suggest it again, D. Johns, all right? I suggest you go away, you take your time, and you think about the apology you're going to give this community, because you do need to give an apology. You knew about all this, and you kept it going, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I suggest you go away and you come back with an apology, and you word your apology properly, and you make sure you stick to your story.
D. Johns, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so let's talk about rabbit stew.
Yeah.
No, Shelley, I heard you've got a good rabbit stew and you don't want to pass it out to anybody.
Oh, she's already gotten rid of the rabbits. Somebody's eating them.
Oh, wait a minute. I was a little bit behind. Are the rabbits deceased or are they harassing you?
harassing you.
She's giving the rabbits to somebody else, and the only thing I can think that they want to do with them is eat them.
Shelley, do you know what with the rabbit?
She gave the rabbits to somebody and asked them to skin them and clean them for her so she can cook them.
Stop.
No,
Shelley, she did not want to cook them herself. She didn't even want to eat them herself, so she was being very generous and letting somebody else eat them.
I gave them away on Easter, guys. I gave them away on Easter.
Yeah,
So they're probably somebody's
good
Easter
question,
present.
DFK. Good question. Why did the bunnies disappear on Easter?
They were somebody's Easter present. You guys are gross.
Hey, eating rabbit is not gross. That is a wonderful thing.
Oh, I can eat rabbit. I've
wild
done
rabbit
it.
is lovely.
There's nothing
Wild rabbit.
gross about eating rabbit.
Well,
Nothing
it's
wrong with
gross
wild
to eat
rabbit.
rabbit on Easter.
Oh, what's gross about that?
Well, because she
See,
just gave
Sherry,
them
I never get a
away.
chance to talk here. I never do.
I know. Well, you have to.
I mean, I was telling her how I could skin them
trying.
and everything.
Cindy's mic is like out there,
We should-
and Dingo
Mine
is
out
just-
there.
His
Well,
voice.
you
should
is
talk
just
about
like-
her-
Turn it down.
When Dingo fucking speaks, everybody stops and listens like every time. It's so.
We
amazing
should
to
talk
watch.
about our favorite rabbit recipes.
No, the chat don't want to hear it. The chat already said stop talking about rabbit stew.
No, yeah, okay, we're not
I'm
going
getting
to talk about
disgusted by that.
Shelley,
so-
I'm going to make a suggestion for you with your streams. Learn to put your chat on slow-mo. While it's going past like that, it makes it hard for the mods to catch anything when there's doxing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
And
you're
it's very
saying that
hard for
I
the
can
mods
do it on.
to put
so I
bad
can
language against people in and degrade people as well.
So okay, so you're saying that I can slow it down for you guys?
Yes,
you can.
You can.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Is
can.
that in StreamYards or you know?
It's in YouTube.
I'll look it up. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
You can Google some of this, Shelley. You can Google it. YouTube with Android. You Google YouTube with Android, and it'll help you find out some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah.
do that. And
Damn.
as the
And
numbers drop,
Shelley,
because the
can I just get
drama's
one
over.
thing straight at the moment? Can I
Yes.
just get one thing straight over there? I was not simping for D Johns. I was just waiting for D Johns to come up and explain things, and then I just got berated and called names in chat by mods, by other people.
Haters are gonna hate,
Just
Tompkins.
for
You
try-
guys, you
Yeah,
guys
I know.
think that I see everything and that I can read your
I
minds
know
on what's
shit.
bothering you.
Yes.
Be
I
specific
know.
and fucking tell me, and I'll make it right.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you
haters are
already
gonna
know
hate.
who it was.
Haters
Yeah,
are
I
gonna
know.
hate. It's
But
just,
Tompkins, if you're having an argument with somebody in chat, you've got to go to chat
Yeah,
to
well,
argue.
I'll
You
do-
can't argue. You can't talk to chat while
Or the
panel
people in
is
chat could
talking.
come up. Or the people in chat could come up and have a conversation properly.
Well, then you can ask them to, but why rage quit when on somebody
I
who's in
wasn't-
chat? Okay.
Hey, guys,
Yeah, well,
guys.
Kelly, at the moment, I'm going through a lot of stuff. You know
Yeah.
some of it, and I've just sent you an email about other stuff.
Hey guys, this isn't a rage
so
quit, but I do need to
it
go.
wasn't a rage quit. It was just
Andy.
I'll catch you guys later.
You're funny.
Andy's rage quitting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bye.
Wait till he leaves before rage quit. Now we say it afterwards. So Tonkin, yeah, if something is bothering you from the chat,
I did try.
invite them to come up. But you guys, you guys think that I can just make all these big decisions
I know, Shelley.
about what's going on in chat? There's some people who run panels and they never fucking look at chat. They have their mods deal with it. Okay, look at
I know,
quick
Shelley.
commentary. They
But when
barely
it's the
looked in their
mods
chat.
when it's the mods actually calling people up on panel names and trying to berate them just for saying, come on, wait until D Johns explains it to us.
Tonkin, you
I
have a
don't
wrench,
see
right?
why.
No, wait.
Yes,
You
I
have
know.
a wrench, right?
Yes,
Take
I know.
care of it. Take care of it.
Oh, I could have dropped back. Yeah, I could have dropped down and
Why
take care
can't
of it.
you
But
just go to? Why can't you just go to the chat and deal with the situation in chat? Are you talking about you and
I would've.
GD fighting?
Because it wasn't a situation,
GD
Cindy. They were bullying.
and about 4 or 5 others.
So
It
what is
wasn't.
the beef
I'm
with
not.
you and GD?
I don't know what his beef is.
Well,
That's the
you've got
thing.
to have a beef. GD's not just going to say, "Oh, I don't like Tonkin's sweater," and so I'm going to fight with him.
Oh, he thinks that
GD
he was
doesn't like
simping,
Brits.
probably.
Oh, it's also
That's what it
Shane
is.
Lawson as well. Was one of them as well, Shelley.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just
there's
going to put
got to
that
be
out.
a reason. They just don't get up in the morning and say, "I don't like Brits," and we're going to pick on
Okay,
them.
God.
Shane Lawson. Shane
I'm
Lawson, can you
joking.
tell what beef? Oh, well,
I know it was
That's
just a
stop,
statement.
stop. Look, see, I was trying to comment. Shane Lawson, I have never spoke to you or anything. So why was you putting those comments up earlier? Can you please explain?
See, that's
Or
how
are
you
you just
deal with
jumping on the bandwagon? I was trying to earlier, but no one would actually. They keep jumping in, and I had to end up shouting to try and get myself heard. And I hate
it. Do
shouting.
you know what a troll
Okay.
is?
Also, Wilma Dickfit was as well. It was
Do you
Wilma
know what a
Dickfit as
Shane,
well.
what's
he
wrong
doesn't
with
know.
Tonkin?
See. Oh, I'm just saying. All I said was when I came up, said I was trying to explain. Just let D Johns explain it before anything happens, and then I got piled on by at least 4 or 5 people in chat, and they are still saying things, still trying things now. Oh, poor Tonkin and all that lot. So I just hate this community and why
But
people
Tonkin,
just like all the drama all the time. It's just
but
stupid.
you do realize there are trolls, and a troll means this is what a
Yes,
troll
I realise there's
somebody
trolls and there's
who
quite a
somebody
few.
who disrupts the flow of the panel. Don't let it happen.
But no, wait a minute. Let me kind of explain something. Do you know
There's more to trolling
technically?
than that, Shelley. Yeah, there's
But
more
do you know
to trolling
technically
than that.
you're not in the A1 community. This
1A,
is basically
sweetheart.
now. Wait, now let's get to no. Listen,
Not A1.
there's basically 2 communities. You've got your troll section and you've got your A1 section. Okay.
1A. Okay.
Cheese, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Right now, you're more sitting in the troll section.
Who is?
Shelley,
Shelby likes to bounce back and forth.
Am I sitting in the troll section?
I think she's just trying to say, yeah, your channel is turning
What do
into
you
a troll
think's
channel
more
now.
in your? Okay, Shelly. What is your chat full of? Is it full of more trolls or more A1 people or 1A people?
Oh,
Yeah,
I have more trolls.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tonkin, you're in a room that's filled with more trolls. What do you expect's going to happen?
Embrace the drama, Shelley.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trolls, but I don't. You know, if they're getting out of hand, if they're bullying and doxing, I
Come
get
to
them out
the
of here.
dark
But
side.
it's a free place for them to play. You know, they have hearts too.
If you go to Polly's, speaking of the devil,
Come to the dark side, Shelley.
it's not going to be a bunch of
It's
auditors.
Tarquin. It sounds like Tarquin, kind of.
What?
Yeah, I don't just go to auditing channels. I go to other channels as well.
Yeah,
Because
he
I
goes
like
to.
people in certain channels.
You have to
Tonkin,
understand
you're safe
certain
with
Like
rooms
everyone
are
does.
trolls
So
and
stop.
certain rooms are auditors. Right now,
I
you're
didn't
sitting
feel
in the
safe
troll
earlier.
room.
You're safe with
Yeah, it
me,
does look that
Tonkin.
way.
You know that.
This is a safe zone until it's not.
It is. It's
Yeah.
the safe zone. You can tell it is.
It's not
the
a
whole
safe
time.
zone. That's why she's got 90
Oh, well.
people in here, and 85 of them are trolls.
Yes,
Yeah.
but what?
Cindy, this
Yes,
is
but
not. This is a safe place,
yes,
obviously.
but
And
what
I'm
about the
promoting that the
Jello
whole time.
wrestling? What
I'm doing.
about the Jello
I'm
wrestling?
doing that with Kate now. I think I'm gonna try to
Oh,
get
okay.
Kate to do it.
All right.
And Cindy
Embrace
turned me
the
down, so I'm
I
gonna
did.
flip the script on her.
Hey, I gotta
Like
go
I
real
did.
quick. Hey, I gotta go real quick. I just want everyone to know Shane Lawson's awesome, by the way. And also Gregory Jones for president 2024, and Wilma Dickfit is my gay lover. I'm outie.
Okay. Bye.
Nice to have you.
Wilma Digfit, did you know that? Shane Lawson's awesome, and I forgot who's 2024.
GD, you cannot bully, and I'm so serious about this. Damn it.
See,
GD, play nice.
they never listen. Never
I'm
listen,
gonna take.
Shelley.
I'm
So
taking the wrench. He didn't listen to me. I've asked him too many times, so he can be mad if he wants. I don't care. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. And you guys know I'm not about bullying at all. I'm about building bridges, like I did today, calling out people for their wrongdoings, which I did today.
Granny, I am
And
not
I'm
drinking
standing beside
vodka.
it. I'm standing beside it. The facts are there in your face. You know, I got played, and other people in this community got played. Whether I donated or not, I was involved in it because I contributed to the advertising of it and to speaking to her about it, and I was played.
Well, Tonkin, I'm going to have to say this. I like you, even though you're a pillock.
I don't know what that means. See, we don't know what these words mean, and they get mad. Oh, you didn't. I'm like,
Hey,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Dingo.
you guys
I'm
use words
not
that we
mad
don't
at-
know what it means.
Yeah, use words that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bully them with words that I know, so I can time you.
Well, once you use
Yeah.
that word, then you have to say it in my language.
Yeah, I know I can be a
Yeah,
pillock
exactly.
sometimes.
Hi, Niraj.
So I'm not crazy. I like you too. So
Thank you. I like you too.
I have no issue with Crazy Dingo. No, I do like the guy. I just have
Granny,
issues with people
I'm not
just
drinking
piling on
vodka.
him
I'm out of
and
vodka.
just-
I'm on to
and
rum.
just calling names just to get a reaction from it.
Yeah, I understand that, Tonkin, and I mean, I know you
Wonder
like me, and I like you. We both joke around, and me calling you a pillock or a prat.
Yeah.
It's just all in fun.
Why the hell did you take
exactly.
Judy's wrench?
No,
Because
he's gonna keep
I've-
calling him names. I told him not to, and if you don't do what I say, then there's a consequence. Period. I might give it back next time because I'll forget this time, obviously. But see, he's still
And
doing it.
yes.
So now I'm gonna put him in a timeout.
Oh, shh, lady. I understand where you're coming from, Tonkin.
Oh,
I was
see.
watching the chat, and I saw a lot of those
Yep.
insults coming your way.
Yeah,
you
they got
weren't.
brutal.
Yeah, I know you wanted to get D Johns up here so she could explain herself, but a lot of people couldn't understand that, and the way things were going on the panel at that time, everybody thought you were playing white knighting for it, but you weren't.
No. Exactly.
Oh, crazy dingo. That's a good point.
Shelley, I
Sweetheart.
think it's time I give you a secret.
Oh,
She
shit.
loves you,
We're
Shelley.
still on air. Okay.
It is pointless to time out Judy.
Yeah, just
Why is
ban him
that?
completely.
He has like 800 sock accounts, give or take. He's going to
No.
be back in here before you get done clicking.
I swore I'd never let this out. He's got 183 soccer accounts.
That's crazy.
So by the time you get done clicking, he's probably already back in here. And there's probably a good
Oh,
chance
Lulu.
he's already got,
Hi,
he's probably
Lulu.
got more than one mod in
Hello,
here.
Lulu. Hi,
Yep.
Lulu.
So we can call you a cheeky wanker or not?
Yeah, I can be a cheeky wanker sometimes.
Okay. So see, this is what we're learning. We're learning the good ones and the bad ones from your country.
Yeah, I know. But like saying homophobic and derogatory remarks when to someone who obviously isn't, is just causing trouble. That's all it is. They just want to cause a reaction, and I reacted to it because I was pissed off and I've got other things going on. So
I see. Well, when they were telling Cindy to join the crocheting committee, how did you feel about that, Cindy?
Yeah. You'd like the crocheting committee,
The sandwich committee.
not the
sorry.
crutching committee.
Yeah.
The
I didn't
crocheting.
know. How'd your thing go tonight? I didn't go.
Oh.
I didn't go to the first thing.
The first what?
To commentary, whatever, quick commentary. I didn't go to the first thing. Did it go good?
Yeah, it was all right.
They cut an hour short, but they're gonna their goal is to do the full 2 hours on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
they've been
okay.
pretty good.
Wilma Dick said it's called a free speech community, but Shelley has already put up numerous times about no bullying, no doxing, no disrespectful remarks.
Mm-hmm.
So Wilma, we have to abide by the panel host, don't we?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, it's just Wilma Dickfit.
She was
one of the
saying
ones
it's
who was,
free speech.
Yeah, she was one of the ones who was doing the bad remarks as well, just to get a
Well, it is a
reaction
free
as well.
speech. I mean, it can't be free
Yes.
speech if my feelings get hurt. Come on now, Tonkin.
Yeah, I know, but Shelley already said on her channel rules. So are we abiding by her channel rules? No.
No, and if they're not, then they get dealt with.
Well, what do you call free speech? I mean, what are we talking here? What can you say and what can't you say to you?
Well, outside of the YouTubes, you can say anything you want in the public area.
Yes.
That's our free speech.
Exactly.
There's always a consequence for it. You might get your head smashed in by somebody if you
Yeah,
call
I'm
them assholes.
snitching, Wilma. I'm snitching on people who's actually saying things about me.
But I
Okay,
mean,
Wilma.
well, if they say something and they hurt your feelings, are you going to tattle? I mean, you can get your feelings hurt. I mean, everyone can get your feelings hurt. That's not
Shelley
against.
says, Shelley,
That's
can
not
I have some
against
Snickers?
terms of service. Nowhere in terms of
Shelley.
service does it say Shelley can't have her feelings hurt.
Yeah, I know. But Shelley, can I have some Snickers? Because you said snitches get
The
Snickers.
yes, exactly. They get Snickers. The snitches get Snickers. That's what I tell my kids in high school.
Yeah.
And
So
they'd
can
be
you
like,
send me
they'd
some
be
over,
telling me
please?
stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm passing the Snickers in the hallway.
Do we need a list of words we can't use on YouTube?
You guys, you can't go after a person and bully them with name calling. You
What's
don't need a
Shelley?
list
What's
of
name
names.
calling? Come on,
You
Shelley.
bitch, you fucking bitch, you liar, you scammer, you this and that.
You batty boy.
Yeah, Batsy boy and bloody boy and all that other shit that people
Yeah,
say to each other.
homophobic
Chicky
remarks.
white, and racist remarks.
Well, Shelley, if I call you a bitch, that's still free speech.
Well,
That's
you
not fighting
you
words.
saw that I dropped down somebody who called me a bitch today. I dropped him down.
But
It's
that's
just
not fighting
disrespect.
words.
It's
That's
disrespect.
not fighting words.
How do you know I'm not in the knitting community? Just saying. Oh yeah, that's another one, by the way, Shelley. Just
was it?
saying. Just saying was
Just saying,
was
I had
starting
to,
up
I
earlier
had
as
to
well.
Knitting
delete.
community. That's not ugly. No, come on.
Hey, I'm
That's not
snitching
ugly.
today. Yeah. Oh, he was saying some ugly things earlier.
Yes, and I did delete some
Okay.
of his early ones. I remember some of his early ones. Yeah, but that
There you
one
go.
is,
Thank you.
it's a joke. You're
I
mad.
crochet.
I know.
Come on,
You're
Tonkin.
Yeah,
upset.
no.
Now,
But
wait a minute. Ho, ho, ho.
Tonkin, that one's not
I
bad.
crochet all the
how-
time,
I know.
Tonkin.
Exactly. I've actually had a go at crocheting back in the day. So how does he
So,
know?
did too.
Yeah.
So does that mean that I
No.
have to tattle every time GD tells me go crochet?
No, I was just
GD,
no, I was
don't you
just
ever tell me crochet again. I'm telling.
no, I was tattling on him for the earlier comments, not that comment. I wasn't bothered
So
about
is
that
this
comment.
a bad word?
No,
Limey.
actually, it's not.
No, actually, you know why they call us a limey? Because we were the smart ones when we was going out exploring to take actually limes to stop and have them to stop scurvy. So limey is not too bad. Oh, here goes
How about Nirac?
GD again.
Oh,
Hi,
here we go.
everyone. That's a
This
good
is going to
lady.
be
How
unfair,
are you?
Tonkin.
What's it?
We've got 3 women up here now.
Oh no.
Oh, look
Oh,
out.
you need to be
Look
nice.
out. Oh, 3
Tonkin don't like Tonkin's upset, so you need to be nice.
Girls against
Oh,
boys.
Oh yeah, we're outnumbered now, ain't we? God.
How about this one?
So,
Well,
Shelley,
knob jockey.
Shelley, I have a
Yeah, I would
question.
take offence to that.
You knob jockey.
Yeah, I
Shelley,
would take offence to that.
can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
not that
Can
we
I have
want to.
DD's wrench?
You're so funny. Why did somebody
Sorry,
time you
Karen,
out?
but no.
No, nobody timed me out. I just don't want to get timed out.
No, you're good.
Can I time her out for saying that?
See?
Where is
See?
she? Where is she? I want to time her out. Wait.
Where's
Yep.
who?
Get her
You, I want
fast.
to time you out.
Get her
No,
before
don't
somebody
time me
else
out.
does.
Don't time me out.
I mean, I
Time her
can't
out.
find her name. Crap.
Shelley,
Nate
let me
Blanche said
ti-
it.
let me
DFK
time.
told you to give me a wrench. Did you see that?
No one cares what JFK says. I'm timing you out.
I was going to say
You're really
it'll
glad I
be.
can't find your name.
Is that a
Shelley,
bad
I'm
word?
gonna,
I
I'm gonna
don't.
bully you. Are you ready? I'm gonna bully you.
I don't
Oh,
block
sure.
anybody without the owner of the channel's permission.
Oh yeah, everybody says that till they block the first
Well,
time.
okay, I've never timed out. I timed out one person
Jimmy.
in Polly's the whole how many months I've been in there.
Who was it, Shelby?
No, it wasn't Shelley. And I've
You're
never,
so
and I
lucky I
haven't
can't
used it
find
at
you.
all in Doofy's. And I have a wrench there. Never had to use it.
Shelley,
Shelby, you need to give GD his wrench back.
Jesus
No, I want
Christ.
it.
You guys stop. No, guys,
I
come
want
on.
GD's wrench.
Well, she
I'm
can
gonna
give out
I'm
two
gonna
of
give
them.
them out, but I'm not right now.
And smart.
Shelly, do you remember we talked
Too
about
much going on.
GD being your
Excusez-moi.
general?
There's too much going on with all this.
Excusez-moi.
Eh,
Now I'm going to
Listen to me
say
1
it.
minute.
Jesus
Who is
Christ.
Grand? Go ahead.
Hi,
Shelley.
ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
forget it.
Who?
No,
Hi,
wait,
Green.
hold on. Hold
Hi.
on. Crazy Dingo was
Crazy
talking.
Dingo. Crazy Dingo,
Shelley,
I
Shelley,
apologize that I
do me a
interrupted.
favour. Can you please just ban GD now? Because it's just getting it ridiculous.
What
Please.
does that mean? Is that bad?
No, GD
Ask
is
Yes,
Bandy.
very
it is
important.
bad. Before
Ask
before
Bandy.
Cindy jumps in, yes, it is.
Like
But if you're
really
not
bad?
an ass pirate, why does it matter? Or
I
bandit,
know. It
whichever.
shouldn't matter.
How
Oh, so I
bad?
It
can call you
just,
lot raging lesbos then, eh?
I would
People
say,
put me
well, you know
down.
what? You don't know if I
Cindy got
am.
offended.
I
No,
don't
but
release my secrets.
Yeah,
I
but
am
Cindy
pretty
got
sure that I
Cindy.
came on panel earlier and I made the comment that I am the
Oh,
only one allowed to be called names in chat because I am the only one that has thick enough skin to
see,
tolerate that shit. So for you to come up here and do this under a sock account is not okay. And yes, Shelly, I did say give Neerac that wrench because I don't think she would ever abuse it.
Wilma.
And just go from there.
If you ban
Shelley.
GD, I'm telling you, you're losing half your room for good.
Okay,
What?
Cindy.
Don't
Cindy.
threaten me,
Cindy.
Cindy. Don't
Cindy.
threaten me.
Cindy.
Let me make
Did
decisions,
you,
Cindy.
Cindy? Let me talk. Someone, please. Did you get upset by Shelley? Say, pointing towards that you might have lesbian tendencies or attraction to her. Come on.
Lil, her and I were fighting about a lot of things. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what am I
So it
talking
hurts
about?
your feels when I was
Yeah,
kidding?
you
It
got
hurts
your
feels?
feelings hurt that you said
Oh, that's
that
true.
Shelley said
He's
towards
right
Would
you.
you
about that.
be able to
So
blame?
how's that the same?
Would
Okay,
you be
I'm
able to blame
attracted to
Cindy?
Shelly. What are
One
you
at a
talking
time.
about? You've been crying all night. I don't know what we're talking about now.
You
Me and
was
Shelly has
crying.
nothing to do with the fact that you've been crying all night.
What's up,
You was
Blake?
crying the other night about Shelley saying that you fancy her and you have an
Okay, I
attraction
fancy
to her,
Shelly.
weren't you? That's what
I
you said.
fancy her.
Shelley,
Karen,
may
You
I
had
say
a,
Karen did
something?
some. Well,
yeah,
you
but you was
must say something
crying and you got
nasty
all
to me about
butthurt
my
shouting about that as
sexuality.
well. God.
Shelley, may I say something?
Sure.
Okay. Cindy, hun,
Yeah, I've
your
probably
rum
lost
is
my mind.
kicked in. And
Yeah,
because
baby.
it has
I've lost my
kicked
mind.
in, you're getting frustrated. Don't get frustrated, and don't be so judgmental toward people. And yes, that woman was wrong, and she should be slapped until next Sunday. But it is what it is. And Shelley, I don't think it's right what she did to you. Tonkin,
No.
I think you just like to complain, hon. And DFK,
Whatever.
now that I know I
Excuse
can beat you up, I am just gonna beat the living shit out of you in chat, sir.
Right.
And
Good luck to
John-
you, and let me know how that works out for you, because I don't think it would bode well for you. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Just gonna say.
okay, I will. Tough guy.
Wait a minute, Grandma.
John
Tonkin,
Galt,
look,
you
I
are
just been
damn
accused
ugly
of being a
fool.
raging lesbian.
Hey,
Who cares
meet
if somebody's
Mac.
a raging lesbian? Let them be one. Let them rage. Let them scissor. Let them do whatever. Who
I know
cares?
what he's upset
Whatever makes
about.
them happy. Exactly.
As long as they
you-
don't ask you to come in their bedroom, it ain't none of your damn business.
All
No
right,
shit.
Tonkin, does that make you feel better?
Okay,
It's
somebody's
Cindy.
trying to come
I'm
up.
not the one drinking rum, hun. You are, and you're bitching and complaining. If you're a lesbian, hey, have
Will
fun.
you stop it? I don't even
No,
know who you
I
are, and I don't
won't.
drink alcohol.
Yo,
Right.
you liar!
drink
I just
alcohol.
said that.
Okay, so you
Oh,
guys
dear.
aren't gonna do fucking that. Hi, Click. How are
Look
you?
what I caused. Oh, great.
Hey, Mirak, are you subscribed to me?
How are you doing?
So I'm giving up. No one gives me a chance to talk, do they? And
Nope,
then I
because I'm
got
talking
accused
to
of
Click.
butting in.
So hi, Click
Okay.
Quiver.
So
Hey,
I
what
have no
up?
chance. I have no
Okay.
chance of backing up what people just say to me. Okay, Shelley.
Okay, just hang on a second. Yes. Hi, Quick.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Pretty interesting panel, huh?
Now that I get up here, it is.
Hey, Quick Quiver, congratulations. Congratulations.
On the show, you mean?
You started that stream with 688 subscribers from what I saw, and you guys only went half the time that you said you were going to, and you had like 97 viewers at the highest that I saw, and
No, I saw
I even
104. I saw 104 actually.
I saw 97, and
Okay,
I
well,
tried to get Corrosive to go like another 10 minutes and see if you could get that 100 viewers on your very first stream. So congratulations, that's fucking awesome.
Thanks, brother.
And
Like I said,
no one could
he-
ever take that from you.
Yeah, okay, he passed the 100 mark, so just saying.
Okay.
And that was really good. So I'm just letting you know that. So he did on his very first night, which was awesome. I know that you did cut
Fucking
it an
amazing.
hour short, but okay. But I'm sure on Wednesday you guys will stretch it out to the full 2 hours, and I get that. You know, it's a little intimidating at first because you know you're live and there's a lot of people watching. So you did great though.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, you did fucking amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing.
Cool. Appreciate it, man. Tune in Wednesday.
Well, I gotta work Wednesday, so I won't be able to watch you. You'll have one less viewer.
Damn it.
What
I know,
time?
right?
7 to 9 Eastern time.
Yeah, I'm working at that time.
What's going on, John?
Oh, I was
Shelley?
just looking out. I need some new Pirellis for my Ferrari. Can we get some money, please?
Shelley, are you going to give me a chance to actually rebut to what Granny was saying to me?
John, it's too
It
soon for
doesn't
that.
matter.
It
It's fine, but go
it
ahead.
doesn't
Tonkin,
It
I was
doesn't matter
just
to you,
kidding
okay.
with you, hun. I was
I don't know
playing
what
with
she
you.
fucking said. I don't know what she said.
Look, this is the first first time I've actually tried to stick up for D Johns or anyone and put my point of view, and I just get berated. Okay, I did it once. I did do it once before a few months ago to someone
All
else.
right. Well, I'm gonna drop
and
some
I
people
was wrong
down so
about
that
that.
we can
but
all talk.
Hey, Shelley.
I just
Yeah,
hate it.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Sorry,
Thank
Granny,
you
I'm
for
gonna.
letting me up here, hun. First time
Yeah,
I've
you're
came to your
welcome.
cast, and I wanted to tell
Yeah.
you have an awesome cast. And Tonkin, hun, don't take anything I say personally.
yeah.
I was just
Oh,
teasing and joking with
Yeah,
you.
teasing, stirring the pot, joking. Yeah, okay, I'll
All
get
right.
it.
Well, you can
And
rebut her. Okay.
I'm
gonna
gonna
drop
go
it.
ahead and go because I didn't come here to cause problems. I think we need to have fun in chats. So I'm gonna go down. Thank you for allowing me to come up,
Sure, you're
and
welcome.
you
Yeah.
have a good evening.
But there is a fine definition of fun, isn't there?
Well, Narek, I'm gonna drop you down too, so I can talk to Tonkin, and then I'm gonna shut the stream down. Okay. So have a good night.
Okay. All right. Thanks for letting me up. I don't get up here very often.
I know, and I'm actually I gotta work in the morning, so I gotta get to bed. So
Okay. All right.
good night.
Thanks.
We'll talk again.
Another night.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely will. No problem.
No. Oh, I was
All
going
right.
to speak to Narek. I've never spoke to her before, and I just find her name funny
Next time.
because
Yeah, I gotta get to
Yeah,
bed. So
yeah.
so
Maybe
yeah,
next.
don't worry about what other people say. There's no need to rebut anything, and just have a good night, and we'll talk later.
Yeah. Shelley, can I just talk to you just for literally 2 minutes in backstage? Just 2
Yeah.
minutes. It's
Yeah,
nothing about
sure.
today. It's nothing about what's going on today or anything. It's just
Yeah,
something
Jimmy,
I've just got
stop.
to
You
tell you.
guys are just annoying with your
Exactly.
freaking insults. Like,
Exactly. But I'm over
yeah,
that.
it's not
I just
cool.
want to tell you.
It's dogpiling. It's
Yeah.
bullying, and I don't like it at all. So
Yeah.
just stop.
I just want to tell you something before I go. And
Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired.
okay.
So anybody, I mean everybody or whatever. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. So everybody have a good night, and thanks for coming. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.